Hey, people, we're here. We're having a quick little chit chat, but we are here. Are you here?
Yeah.
Hi, hello. I
Uh,
am gonna check my email real quick because I had Lockbeard. I heard him talking just a second ago, even though I wasn't
yeah,
around
I
my phone.
know he was doing a live a little bit ago.
Yeah, he said that. Check my email real quick because I hadn't checked. Let me just check it on my phone. I hate doing stuff from my computer. I know how to work my
I
phone way better
know.
than a
Yeah, it's
computer.
so much easier than the computer. I'm the
It
same
really
way.
is.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I was around for the beginning of computers and in the homes and such. And then I got sick and right after the internet showed up. And
Right.
when I finally got a computer back, it's like what it
It's
I
so
don't
it left me.
understand.
Yeah, technology left me because like I grew up in the computer age and the birth of the internet. Like I used to be very techie when I was younger, and I got out of.
Mhm.
I like purposely did away with kind of like technology, social media back in 2015. I tried to back away from it because
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a
and I
powerful year
backed
for a
too
lot of
far.
people.
I backed
Yeah.
too far because I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore. And I used to be like a
I
computer whiz.
know. I was great at a whole bunch of stuff. I thought I was on top of my game, and no, no. I'm happy when the laptop turns on. I did something right. I
Yeah,
pushed the right button. Yay!
yeah, right. Are you my first question I want to ask you because I had a name change. I've been trying to settle on a name,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No
Um,
worries.
are you familiar with what a tarot tuber is? Like a literal tarot tuber?
No, I assumed it was a tarot YouTuber.
That's what I call them. Like, I've been in the tarot tuber world and been following tarot tubers for probably 5 years and have been one myself at times. And
Hmm.
I wasn't gonna make this channel about tarot, but it just happened. Thank you,
Yeah.
Rusty.
Hi,
And
Rusty.
I call them tarot tubers. What's up, Luckbeard?
Hey, Lockbeard.
But because they're YouTube tarot readers, so tarot
Yeah.
tubers. But I got to thinking about tarot tubers because I'm familiar with them because they grow in. I hadn't really heard of much about them like in the U.S., especially in our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
But
Hey, Scotty. Scotty just
they're
popped up.
hey Scotty, they're planted and grown. I know in the South East Asian countries.
Hmm.
That's where I remember them from. Like they're very prevalent over there.
Okay.
And I picked tarot tuber because that's what I call them. And I'm like, wait a second, because okay, um, tarot tubers can be misunderstood, and I don't know. I feel like I resonated with the tarot tuber because I feel like I'm a book judged by a cover, like you know what I mean. And usually
Yeah.
wrong is dead
I hate it when someone says, "Oh, you're gonna tell my fortune."
right, or just
No,
any.
no,
It
I'm
just
not
feels.
gonna tell you your fortune.
Let's see if I can. Surely they have a wiki on this. Let me just see if there's a wiki. That'll be a
No.
good good thing to read. Let's see here. Um, basically, okay, like you eat taro root, and a lot of people look at it as a vegetable, kind of
Ah.
like a potato. Like it's real starchy and stuff like that, but it's
Mhm.
actually a really pretty fucking flower. And
It is. It really is. It is.
I'm trying to like stand in my truth, like that Libra sort of truth. You know what I mean?
I hear you. I hear
Trying to
you.
stand in it. And like, I relate to the tarot tuber because damn it, I may look like a potato, but I'm a pretty flower, okay?
That is right. That is right. All the tubers actually have really beautiful flowers. But yeah, I like the analogy. I like that. That's cool. That's cool.
Oh man, so that's
You
why
done good,
tarot
girl.
tuber. Okay, that's where that name came from. Because a lot of people, I don't think around here at least, like I don't think a lot of people are familiar with tarot root, or unless they just do a whole lot of cooking, or they're like some type of kitchen witch, or like herbalist. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's more of a South American root and
Oh,
Asia, and so yeah,
south of the equator. Yeah, it's got to
Yep.
have, and that's a lot like me. It likes to bloom in the
sun.
in the sun. It wants to be in the sun. It wants to be south of the equator, and that's where I do best.
Oh,
I love it.
I lived on the Gulf Coast in Alabama for 3 years and have not been healthier.
I
And
know something about the
then I
salt
came
water.
back to the Midwest. We're planning. We've got a way back down to the Gulf, and by next winter, all set back
I really
in the
want to
Gulf with the
squat
boat.
down there because from here, like if I hit the road hard, I can be in Gulf Shores in 6 hours. 5.5 if I'll really hit the road hard.
Yeah. I've driven that. That's how I know where Rusty's museum is.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Kelly figured out one of the first trips that if you cut through the town instead of going around the town, it shaves a bunch of time off.
It does. It does.
So,
a lot of people don't realize that. And we're having a new
the
bypass field.
the first time I drove through, I said, how many car museums are owned by guys named Rusty? What is the coincidence that I'm driving through some town in Tennessee and I see a Rusty's Auto Museum? And it wasn't until we almost got back to our marina in St. Louis, I'm like, oh, Rusty, it's got to be the same guy.
That would have been completely amazing if y'all would have stopped in. I'd have been like, wait a second. Wait a tick. That would have been nuts.
If the monkey brain had been, calculating as we drove past, we would have stopped. But
right. Well, if it's during the week, we're only open Friday through Sunday. Monday through Thursday is by appointment because we got so much stuff in real life going on for the week.
Oh yeah.
But weekends are all about the museum.
It looked cool from the outside driving past.
That's why, like, when I travel, if it's over a weekend, like, I have to do it by myself because he is not leaving the car.
No,
but I don't blame him. That's his baby. Like, that's his hobby. That's what he does for fun. So, yeah, I'm all about it.
Yeah, there you go.
I found me a candy cane from Christmas, and it's really pretty. And I'm like, I want that, and I forgot to eat it. So,
well, eat that thing.
Would anybody like a candy cane?
It's funny you should say that. Kelly brought he works at a local marina, and he brought a thing home, a bucket, like an ice bucket, chock full of candy canes, just last night.
Nice. I found this like and a really pretty purple one. I don't even remember buying them or where they came from. They may be Paisley's, but I stole it.
Hey, they're yours now.
Right.
That's called a candy tax. That's what I always told my kids.
That's right.
Candy tax.
And she didn't do that good on Halloween, so I'm taking a candy cane for Christmas.
There you go.
Uncle Bones, what's up? Trumpy Bear, what's up? What's up, Trumpy Bear?
Hey, Trumpy Bear.
I still like taro chips. I've never had taro chips. I've seen them before, but I've never tried them. I bet they're good.
They're good. They're good.
They're
kind of like a combination of a sweet potato and a potato.
I gotcha. Yep. When is the Alien and Indian Mound show? I've been waiting for a week. Okay, about that. We are really excited to do that, but honestly, like this week, there's just been, like, with my orb videos, it caused, I don't know, a lot of drama, and I just kind of stepped away and I needed to take some time, figure out my channel name, and just get some ducks in a row. Like, things have been nuts at the shop lately, so I really had to take some time and deal with real world stuff for a second. But I've got some stuff worked out, and the Alien show. Yes. Okay. So actually, we decided to forego that because we have some exciting things we want to add to that experience for y'all, and we're
Mhm.
gonna do that. And I'm going. One of the spots I'll be talking about is literally like right down the road from me, and I'm going to do some stargazing after the park closes or whatever tomorrow night. And it's going to be during our live time, and I'm going to try to get on a live with you from there. But the only thing is, I know I have some customers coming, some customers that don't know about this because I open my
Yeah.
damn mouth and then I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it's hard to take it back once you've said it out loud. Yeah,
yeah,
I understand that.
like I like them. They're really good people, and we'll have fun. But I don't know if I can sneak on a live, which I may can sneak if you can man the live for the most part. I may can kind of, you know what I mean?
Oh man, talk about making someone get out of their comfort zone. I mean, you made me come
Or I
on the live to begin with.
I should just go in there and really step into that full Libran truth with my sword of truth. I got a candy cane right now, but damn, that's my sword.
You do,
And
you
step in
do.
there.
Yeah, yeah, you're all powerful with that damn candy cane.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can't get you on, I'll muster some courage from something.
And I don't know how mainly internet service is over there because it is kind of in the country and it may be hit or miss. I don't know if I'm going to have enough service.
I understand that. I have to have an antenna just to pick up on the public Wi-Fi at the marina because I'm a quarter mile away from the router.
But if I don't, I'll get some like regular video of the mound and everything because it's pretty exciting.
Nice.
It's like the second largest mound in the U.S. Second
yeah,
largest
it is
existing mound.
existing. Yes,
That's
there
the
have
thing
been
about the
several
U.S.
that were. Yeah, we destroyed a bunch.
Yeah, we've destroyed so much history here because that's the thing about like the other continents, like okay, the UK and stuff like that. People have been around, they've been there. Everybody kind of knows their history. Here, we don't know because we tried to erase
We don't know.
the previous
yeah,
settlers
erase and cover up.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
Here's
there's
all
more
some
than
money, go away, and it's like, what's money?
and there's
Just
more
take
than
it.
just mounds. There's if
Oh
you
yeah, there's so much stuff.
now that you can access satellites and play around on Google Earth, I mean,
I've been doing that a lot lately.
that's addictive.
Tell me about it, man. It is. It really is. Sorry, I'm crunching.
Oh, my internet came back. So, but in the Badlands, over in the Nebraska area, if you look down from satellite, you can see that there is an image of a medicine man with a very specific hat, so they can tell you who the medicine man is. But to have etched this into the bedrock,
they wanted to know for some reason.
in large amount.
You cut out on it.
Oh, I'm sorry. They cut the image of this one shaman into the bedrock, and to do that would have taken a ton of people, a lot of people, and a lot of time. Let alone, how the hell could they have made this from not viewing it from above?
Right. And what would be the point? Because there's so many stuff. Like, I mean, not just here in North America. I mean, you know, from Egypt to South America to Mexico, just all over the damn globe.
It's all over,
There's
and
so
it's all
much
connected.
stuff meant to be seen up above. Like,
yeah.
Why'd they do that?
Well, now that we not only have the satellites, but there are ground penetrating satellites too. We believed up until very recently, we knew at least 90% of ancient Egypt's history. Now we realize we might know 10%.
Yeah, exactly.
and
Somebody knows, they just don't want to tell us. But
someone ain't talking. Yeah. Oh, I fully agree with that one.
Let's
There's
see what
someone who
Trumpy
knows.
Bear said here. Wait, YouTube isn't the real world. I know. Sometimes I confuse that
know.
myself too,
Yeah,
because it feels like it.
yeah,
Especially the drama in this YouTube world. It's like, damn.
I was
scared to get a break.
when you brought me on, I figured I might want to look at YouTube a little more, and the drama was just absolutely hilarious. You just
It trips me out.
I thought TikTok was funny, but the drama that happens in the comments, I mean, that's better than a 3-minute video.
Tell me about it. Yes. My hair looks horrible. I don't know if y'all can tell it, but I feel like hell tonight. I took some of my nifty Excedrin migraines, and it's helping me out of it, but I'm not feeling the best today.
Well, like we talked earlier today, I have all sorts of issues since I have had most of my organs, non-vital organs, removed, and today I feel horrible, but I know that I'm not sick. I
shouldn't be. There's no reason.
Yeah, there's no reason that I should be sick.
Right.
But then, then when there's days that I can't explain my physical body, then I go look at the Schumann resonance and found out that it's vibrating at a 4. The human body vibrates at 7.86.
Yeah.
And so the earth is vibrating lower than the human body. So if you're in touch with energy, well, you get lowered.
I follow this channel called I think it's Suspicious Observers or something. And he monitors like solar activity, solar storms, that sort of thing. And I really truly believe that plays just like how the sun or how the moon affects water, everything, your brain. The sun does the exact same thing, and the weather going on the sun closely correlates with our physical health here.
Exactly. And when the sun blows off a solar flare, that triggers a whole bunch of chain reactions and
crazy shit happens there.
Yeah. And then we go into a geomagnetic storm, and volcanoes that are supposed to be dormant start erupting.
I think we're under a according to that dude, we're under a eruption warning tonight.
Yeah.
Warning tonight because of everything.
When the Schumann resonance at February 2nd, the 2-2 portal, there was a huge energy shift. And
I can believe that.
And Mercury went direct on the 4th.
Bringing that Aries fire.
That's right. And so when you have Mercury go direct after a heart-pounding Mercury retrograde, and you have a solar storm triggering a solar flare triggering a geomagnetic storm, the vibrations of the earth are going to go super high and then crash, which is where we are today. And that it'll go back up. The interesting thing is watching it over the last couple weeks, just
and feeling it
and feeling it spiking spiking it so high that the whole Schumann resonance graph is in white. I mean, that's major information from the universe coming in.
Do you want me to? I don't know if you can do this or not. I'm sure you can because I made you an admin, but I'm going to pull up the Schumann because I don't know if everybody knows what this is, and I'm going to let you.
The Schumann resonances, a lot of people don't, and they're very surprised when they find out that.
Right.
You have to
understand a little bit about it, but you're way more versed on that than me.
first and foremost, everything is energy. Matter is just energy condensed.
There you go.
One of my philosophy professors back at St. Louis University once said, how you can understand this concept is when you have a fan, an old style 3-bladed fan that's off, you can see that there's 3 blades. You turn it on and it spins so fast that it now looks like 1 blade.
Right.
That's the same thing, that we're just vibrations and electricity vibrating at a certain resonance that we appear dense. So we can feel the table, but it is actually just vibrating at such a density that we can comprehend that it's physical.
All right.
So
down.
Yeah. So the Schumann resonance itself is the vibration. What they monitor is the frequency and the amplitude that the Earth is vibrating at.
Right.
And as I said, the humans vibrate around 7.86 megahertz, and the frequency of 7.86. And then the Earth vibrates anywhere in the spectrum, to the point that it can go so low that the sensors can't pick it up, and it's called a blackout, or so high the sensors can't pick it up, and it's called a blackout. But when you're feeling the extreme energies, you can experience GI upset, headaches, fatigue, brain fog, especially on the lows. On the highs, you get them, but they're different. They're not. So it's not dense. It's, oh yeah, I feel kind of weird, but like my body's shaking. My body's just vibrating, and that's the higher vibration of Earth coming up through you. That's why when people say you should ground and go barefoot,
Right. That's a 3-hour video. I was going to play it, and I just realized that's 3 hours.
Yeah,
You're doing a great job at explaining it. Go ahead.
Alrighty. So when you ground, you're walking barefoot on the grass or the beach or whatever, you're actually making contact back with the Earth, and you're creating the conduit. You're finishing the connection, and so then you start pulling up energy from the Earth, and you start sending down, returning to the Earth energy that no longer serves you.
Right.
And so when you're doing that, you can balance the body as long as the vibration of the Earth is not in an extreme.
Right.
But you can go out and help yourself through these extreme days by being in nature. And if you can, it's not too cold, walk barefoot.
I love being in nature, man. Like, I love it. And that's one thing that could contribute possibly as well to more of my sinus issues I'm having.
Mm-hmm.
We were freezing, and we weren't here on South Side, but North Side and the rest of West Tennessee was like 4 inches under ice.
Oh, yeah.
And today we're damn near 75 degrees. And like, it blows my sinuses all out of whack, man.
Yeah, we are, the whole marina is surrounded by an ice flow. And but today it got up in the mid 50s, and I've been coughing and sneezing all day. Yeah, the Midwest and I do not get along. My avatar doesn't like it.
Is like a black hole. Like, you have no idea. I've lived a lot of other places than here, but I've always came back. Something has always brought me back to this particular spot
Yeah.
in the universe and the world. Somehow keep ending up here. But I mean, now I'm here and I'm just going to be here. And I love being here, Rusty, if you're watching. I love Jackson, Tennessee. I just outed my town. That's where I be.
There you go. Come out of the closet. It's rather liberating, you'll find. And you'll find also that a lot of the people you are thinking are going to think ill of you for that aren't. You'll be
Right.
surprised how many are hiding in the closet too.
Yeah,
It is mind blowing. I found that out down in Alabama. I mean, it was, you know, their public persona towards me,
right.
and then the private persona was, oh, okay, I get you. You got to live here.
I've had a lot of people talk to me and say things to me and talk to me like I'm a little bit down here, because when they see me, they see a Christian. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
And they talk to me from that level of like, think that that's where I'm at, which, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I do follow the Christian philosophy and teachings quite a bit. Like, it lines up with how I think we should act and be with our moral code and so on and so forth. And a lot of people misrepresent me as a Christian. I don't identify as a Christian though, because I feel like that's misleading today.
Yeah,
because
it
I
is.
don't want them to think that I'm that person. Well, for one, I don't go to church, but I'm not that person in church every Sunday. Like, oh, praise the Lord. Yeah, girl, praise Jesus. And then talk about somebody like their dogs the next day.
Yeah.
I've had my experiences with Christians, and like my boyfriend gets mad because I labeled it like Christians, like pitting myself against them. That's not what's happening. They pitted themselves against me, and I'm just trying to make it.
When I run into the narrow-minded, I point out that the Christ consciousness is bigger than just Jesus.
Exactly.
But
yes.
like when someone will come at me with, what's this Reiki stuff? Well, if you really want to know, I'm channeling the Christ consciousness to heal. How do you think he did it?
One thing I am noticing though, like a lot more people are becoming more I can't find my word, but they're really waking up to truth. Like they're starting to, because I mean, I believe there is a lot behind Reiki. There most definitely 100% is, because you're working with pure energy.
Yeah.
You're channeling that pure energy, and that's all it is, and that's what you're doing, And there's a lot of science behind it. It's not just BS. Like there is science.
And not only, science run by, Joe Blow scientist, but by the CIA, proving that it's real.
Yeah. They wouldn't have said so much. I hate that I always go to MK Ultra.
Yeah.
But I mean, MK Ultra.
Yeah, they've proven the existence of the superconscious. They've proven that Reiki or distance healing or hands-on healing, however you want to call it, and there are many other modes of energy healing that are Reiki, and they just go by a different name.
Right, exactly.
And it's just channeling the healing energy of source, and that is the Christ consciousness, and that's how I bring it to any Christians that come at me. And it seems to, well, after the confusion, they start to realize that,
they're beginning to accept it. They're beginning to accept truth. Finally.
Truth for truth's sake.
That's been the only thing that's been good about post 2020 is a lot of people have taken their damn blinders off. Like not just in a spiritual sense, but just in the
In
physical
general.
world sense of what we're seeing in the physical world on the media. Like everybody's waking up on so many different levels, and even if it's just the tiniest level, it's like good for you, proud of you, you know.
Well, as Joe Strummer said, the revolution will not be televised, and it's not being televised.
And it's happening. And what is being televised is being completely twisted to completely pollute the narrative, like Project Mockingbird loves to do and is paid to do. Mainstream media is the devil. Okay.
Now you can't forget Project Truth that the Soviet Union did. And
that was the Russian version or the Soviet Union's version of Mockingbird. It was all played together.
It was all together.
Yes. Worldwide.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
And they play off each other. And that's why, oh my gosh, like we're so worried about this Ukraine and Russia thing right now. Like it's smoke and mirrors.
They have been, you know, the Russian army has been on the Ukraine border for over 8 years. There are reports coming out from the citizens of the Ukraine that the only people that seem to be having an issue with the Ukraine are our relatives in the US because of your media. We aren't in immediate danger. Yes, they're amassing troops. They do that.
They were talking about that on local radio today, and some guy was on there kind of trying, don't get me wrong, he's a complete idiot, but he was doing his best to argue the point you just made and actually made with sense. But anyway, he was trying his damnedest to find it, and it's like, I was rooting for him, but he never could exactly get there, and the radio host like tore him apart. I knew where he was coming from and what he was trying to say. And that's the thing, like when you say that, people come back at you because
hard.
So many people in the South, I mean, they're hardcore Trump supporters and they're hardcore warmongers. This is the way it is. You know,
I miss the South so much. I fit in so well.
That's what I'm trying to say to myself. You know what I mean?
I mean, it except for the witch part, that never played very good.
Everybody has, I think they've always had like this underlying suspicion that because I mean, I've worn all black and I've looked like a witch for most of my life, even though I've never identified as a witch. I mean, I guess I might do things.
Well, the thing is, I never really identified as a witch.
It's because people.
Well, but until I lived in Alabama.
Right, because people label you a witch, so you just
that's your
vocabulary for it.
If you think I'm a witch, can I have a lock of your hair? I have a jar I want to put it in.
That's why I hate labels. That's why, like, I'm not a Christian. I'm not a witch. I'm not a Buddhist.
No,
I'm not.
And I even hate saying I'm a spiritualist because that comes with preconceived notions. And you're
vegan.
Well, and so I answer. Well, okay, yeah, I am a pagan. Is that the answer you want? Oh, vegan.
When you say you're a spiritualist, everybody always assumes you're a vegan. It's like, I love my steak.
Yes.
I chew for a medium rare steak.
One of the only meats I can digest safely, ironically, is hamburger.
Really?
And so I know, right? Of all the weird things to be able to digest, hamburger and ground sausage are my go-tos for protein. And when people, I have a neighbor here in the marina who barbecued every night for Kelly, and would say to me, "Oh yeah, you don't eat meat, do you?"
It pisses me off.
Why do you assume that? You see me eating a burger. What?
Is that a soy burger?
No, because America, unless you're from the Asian area, your heritage, your ethnicity, you should not be eating soy.
I do eat the hell out of some soybeans. I love my edamame. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
Especially
man.
with some heavy salt. Give me that high blood pressure. I take it.
Oh, it's more than that, girl. You gotta understand that it was never meant as an edible plant.
Never. And I think there's so much stuff that's like that. There's so much stuff. I mean, just the canned food we're consuming today, all the processed foods, like that is pure poison for us. But we still do it, and I still feed it to my daughter. Like, sure, I'll get you some fish sticks and chicken nuggets. You know.
Yeah. I get
Horrible
that.
food.
Well,
But
with most of my GI tract and GI organs missing, I'm on a very strict diet. But when I moved up to,
we have more people here. I don't know if we greeted him. Hey, Mr. Hugh, I've totally abandoned the chat.
Oh yeah, well,
I must be really vibrating. I've been tired all week. Me too. Like it started last Friday because last Friday I had the same kind of like I passed out and got up, and I usually don't do that. And it's been 2 Fridays in a row, and I just feel whoa.
Yeah, it's been a rough few weeks. There was so much high intensity energy come in that this last week.
What river are you on?
Oh, I'm on the Mississippi. I'm on the St. Louis. I'm on the Missouri-Illinois border.
And the energy coming in last week. Sorry, I cut you off on that.
Yeah, no, you're fine. The energy coming in the beginning of last week was so high. Hey, was so high, and now it's so low. And last Friday it dipped also.
I can feel it.
That's when the dip started. Was last Friday.
Because I'm not a day sleeper. I don't sleep.
I can't. If I take a nap in the day, yeah, same here. I can't. Kelly always tells me you need to go take a nap. No, man, I want to sleep tonight.
Right. Because now, like, I've been trying to get back on my schedule, and this keeps happening where I've been falling asleep during the day for the last couple of weeks, like I said. And I like to get up at 5 o'clock. Like, that's my ideal time. It's so quiet and peaceful, and you just messages from spirit, hello, like it's just loud.
That's right.
Morning.
That's right. Yeah, that's when I get up too. Ironically, drives Kelly crazy.
No, I love it, man. You're so lucky. Like, if I lived on a boat, if I was on water, well, maybe not right now in Illinois in the freaking cold, but in the warmer months, like I would get up, I'd get my coffee, I'd get my
and take it outside. Absolutely. Absolutely. Every day. I not so much right now, but yes.
Ruthless, what's up?
Well, hey, Ruthless.
Hey.
Yeah, it's great to spend the mornings out there, and in the evenings too at sunset. The Gulf Coast was what really beautiful sunsets, but we get really nice ones here on the river too. So
yeah, just being by any body of water is just so nice. I love it.
Yeah. Oh,
so God, I contacted a tattoo artist. One of my customers is in touch with this guy, long story, but they're connected. So I sent some stuff to my customer and he forwarded it. It's totally off subject. We got to talking about water and it reminded me of Lady of the Lake. That was where But I had him commission me this artwork because did you notice my new picture for on here I made?
Yeah, I like that. That was cool.
That's the Lady of the Lake.
Yeah,
Are you familiar with Lady? Because she's who represents me.
Yes, I love
I love
that card. Deck. Yeah, I know. I got it too.
I love that. And that's my Libra card in that deck. So I had him like I want it similar to that, but of course I want my own because that's just something I found on the internet.
Well, yeah.
And I told him how I wanted it, and like my birthstone, October birthstone, is an opal.
Yes, it is.
And I want like her hand, like I want a feminine hand coming out. You know what I mean? And when she grabs the sword, like I want the middle finger to have like a oval fingering. I know that sounds crazy and so weird and so I don't know.
No, actually, no. You should. It fits. Because your guys are the only ones who are, Libra is the only one who can safely wear an opal.
Right. We're the masters of the opals.
Yes, you are.
And not like I'm just really trying to. I just love that swords energy. I really do,
Yes.
because I mean that is like I'm a Libra. I'm the cardinal of my respective element, and so are you. We're both cardinals of our respective elements.
Yes.
Aries
definitely.
is the cardinal sign of fire,
Fire.
and
Fire and
Libra
war.
is the cardinal sign of air.
And peace.
And peace. Yep. And I am, when it comes to swords, like, okay, a lot of people may not even understand what I'm talking about. Okay, we're both into tarot, right? We both read tarot. The swords deck rules the air signs, like the wands. She's fire, she's Aries. Wands rule her energy, that fire energy. Yep. And with my energy, I'm swords. So swords is my deck. That's why the Libra is Lady of the Lake and the Sword of Truth. Like all that's Libra and air sign type stuff. And my rising sign, and this is somewhat unusual. My rising sign is an Aquarius, which is air. My moon sign is Gemini, which is air. And I have all three. Like I do have a lot of, believe it or not, fire in my planets, my houses, and all that stuff.
I didn't know your moon sign was Gemini.
Yeah, so I'm air.
That's my I
know, and I think that's why we like that's where we really have that connection is we both have moons in Gemini and we get that hidden side of ourselves. Like that moon in Gemini,
it's a powerful moon.
There's a reason it is. There's a reason it's linked with the intuitive and the psychic. There's a reason.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I think that's why we like really. It's that Gemini moon.
It is. It is. Absolutely.
Oh, Mr. Hughes and Aries. So is Laura.
Hey.
Welcome, Aries.
Welcome, Aries. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody, I want you to comment. If you don't know your sign, we'll tell you.
Yep.
But most people know their sun sign. Does everybody know their sun sign? I'm a Libra, born October 20th. Lara?
I'm an Aries, and I'm April 10.
I like the whole numbers, the 10 and the 20.
And ironically, my fiance Kelly is a Libra who's October 10. Literally.
We got a Cancer.
Oh, I've got 2 children who are Cancers.
Pisces.
I feel for you. Pisces. I do like a water sign. Yep, and Aquarius.
Sorry.
The man with the 2 jugs.
I like Pisces.
Pisces are great. The icon is Aquarius, the man with the 2 jugs that Jesus said that they would meet looking for the house of Passover.
Right. I love Aquariuses, and I could see icon being Aquarius. Like I really like Aquariuses, and it is
the age of icon. Yes, we hit the age of Aquarius just a little bit ago.
That is.
It's the apocalypse, baby. Roll with it.
Right. I'm riding this down in flames.
That's right. Hello, Mr. Hugh.
Speaking of tarot, Mr. Hugh is here. He has a 16-year-old daughter that's a reader, and I thought that was awesome. I love to hear when parents allow their children to explore their gifts.
Yeah.
Because it's a good thing to develop.
Yeah, when I first started, my parents did get me my first deck at a gift store, but they didn't realize what they were getting me. And I really thought it was a good card trick. While in college, I started reading for the exchange students from Spain, and they were really intrigued and telling me, the reading's spot on. I'm like, that's great. Gemini, hey, great, Trumpy Bear.
Uncle too. Uncle Bones is Gemini as well.
Yeah.
A lot of Gemini energy. What is Lockbeard? Lockbeard, where are you at?
Yeah, what are you, Lockbeard?
I want to know. Because I feel like this is my thing on Lockbeard. I think he has some sort of air sign. I think he's got a lot of air in his chart. I could be completely wrong, and sometimes I am, and I could be completely wrong. I'm not claiming I'm right, but I'm just claiming I feel like he's got a lot of air in his chart.
Yeah.
Just because
It
he's
does
so logical. You know what I mean?
very, very, very logical.
He
Yes.
thinks with that right brain all the way.
Yes, he does. There's
He's a
nothing
right
wrong with that.
brainer.
I
No,
use
there's
it
not
quite
at all.
often.
I do too. I switch back and forth, but there's no like half and half. It's either all left
All
or
or
all
one,
right.
Yeah, it gets to
Full
hurt
steam
sometimes.
go.
Yep.
Right. Lucky seems like a Taurus. I could see him as a Taurus too, because Tauruses are so grounded, or a Virgo, because he could have a lot of what I'm seeing as swords could be
Mhm.
earth energy, because earth energy is very grounded energy as well, very no nonsense, especially a Taurus. Taurus is very no nonsense,
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
gonna play, and he has that bull like
Yes, demeanor.
like, he
Yes.
ain't afraid to tell somebody what they need to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether it hurts their feelings or not, he's like, you know what? I mean,
This
he's a
is
nice
the truth.
dude. He's
Deal
like,
with it.
right. And I like that about him.
Yeah.
Bones, hope you're getting stronger, Bones. So I have been, see, Mr. No has dimples. Oh, his jugs. Okay. I'm catching up over here. I'm not sure what happened to Uncle Bones. I don't know if he had that ugly sea virus. I think that's what it was, or he was sick in some way. But yeah, I hope you're feeling better. I've been catching
Yeah.
different pieces of that in chats here and there.
Yeah.
What
Being
about
sick,
pie
no matter
cans?
what it is, sucks.
Pisceans. Oh, I was like, what
Pisceans.
are pie cans? Pisceans. Yeah, or what's
You guys
funny
are
is I wouldn't have pegged him as a water sign. But they're emotional. Like Pisces, I love them to death. I have really close friends that are Pisces that I love, but they're usually the ones that are very in touch with feelings. And I'm not much of a feelings type person, and we sometimes clash when it comes to that. But I love them. I love them. But they are pretty on point with their intuition as well. They're one of the signs
very much so.
on point. They're in touch with just that emotional side that they have. They have an emotional depth that most people don't have.
Right.
They're very deep people, and usually whatever they come across as on the surface is not truly them. They're really good about hiding under the moon. They're the moon, you know, that's what they are. And that's the energy they embrace, is just that secretive. Yeah.
Yeah, just like the fish that they are, they hide in the depths.
Right. Yeah. Like that analogy. That's why she's here. That's why she's here.
Yeah, I've read too many encyclopedias.
I hear you. You know, I told you I grew up Mennonite, right?
Yes. You. I'm sorry, you poor thing.
You know, it taught me a lot about people, about how life would be later on, and a lot of useful things that a lot of people don't know now. Like the end of the world is coming. It's like,
oh, honey, we in the apocalypse.
I got this. Well, I'll can food for you. I'll cook for you.
Yeah, we'll get through
I'll
it.
grow the plants for you.
Yep.
And I'm very fortunate to have that, because I don't know. It's sad. There should be more, but I don't know a whole lot of people my age, especially younger.
Yeah.
That have any skill. They can't even cook. I mean,
no, you hand them an old-fashioned can opener. You know, the old ones that that you crank, or God forbid you hand them a church key can opener, and they just look at the sealed can and the device, and how do they go together? It's like, oh my God, well, you'll be eaten.
Well, you know what? I got a story for you. I got Rusty, that little sweetheart, got me a electric can opener. I'd never had one in my life.
Oh wow, those are nice. I couldn't understand how to use it. I'm just now getting it, and it's February, and I'm just now starting to understand. My parents have an electric can opener that is 40 years old if it's a day. They throw nothing out.
That's what trips me out, is this stuff existed way back then. It's like, how didn't I know that electric can openers existed damn Mennonites, you know what I mean?
Damn Mennonites, yeah, ban on electricity. Screw them.
We did have electricity. We just didn't have.
So you were the abridged version. Okay.
We were very liberal Mennonites. Okay.
I was raised Irish Catholic, so
you know that can be just as oppressive, if not more. I've heard people went through way more as a Catholic than I ever could imagine.
Oh, the guilt trip alone that you have to overcome is ridiculous. But yeah, it was interesting. But
I'm very
grandma.
Do what? Go ahead. Sorry.
My grandma and my grandfather on my mom's side came over from Ireland, independent of each other. Although ironically, they grew up and lived 5 miles from each other in Ireland. It wasn't
going
until
in the dark, but I'm here.
Okay, it wasn't until they both came to St. Louis and met working in a hospital that they met each other. But the whole Irish Catholic oppressive, the guilt trip and everything came from, I mean, honest to goodness Irish Catholic.
Right.
And yeah, it was an experience to overcome. But I started waking up to the realities much earlier with the Catholic Church, but it was halted. So
gotcha.
Yeah. So let's see.
I was very fortunate. Now, me and my mom, and we had a weird relationship, but we still have a weird relationship. But the weird thing about her is I think the religious, and it took me years and years to see this after the fact, but the religious aspect in my parents was my dad. He was raised Pentecostal in the South. Very good man, very good man, very good to me, very blessed us, and took very good care of his family. Man, great guy. But he was strict, man. He was strict on me. He was rough. But I love that he was like that too, because he kept me out of a lot. And I was very adventurous, and he kept me out of a lot. So I'm glad he was strict. But my mom, prior to them getting together, like when I was growing up, I would find books of hers that were like stored away in the attic space and stuff, like old boxes of hers. And I didn't know until later, but she had tarot boxes, and she had like tarot books and stuff like that. And I didn't know until adult years that, I told you that my aunt was into that kind of stuff.
Right.
They both were. And my mom just got with my dad. So she but that's why I got a deck so young. And I thought it was insane that she would let me have one.
Yeah.
But that's why, is because I think a lot of the reason she was the way she was because of my dad. Because my grandmother was I can't explain her. My grandmother was so much like me. She passed last year, but she was a Libra. She has always been my favorite Libra. And me and her are a lot alike. And like one thing she instilled in me is get the hell out of West Tennessee. Even if you don't move, travel. Open your mind, like meet other people. And like my grandmother was really old, and a lot of really old white people here, especially, I mean, she moved here from Memphis. So most of them are extreme racists. She was not in the least. And she would have kicked my butt for being so. And like she was just an amazing person, man. But she had such good energy, and I think that she also dabbled in healing, and I just never knew it, but I'm pretty sure because I've noticed since her death too, and I hadn't talked about this as much, but I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm trying to stand in my truth. I really am trying to stand in my truth.
Stand proud. Believe me, I sound crazy to a lot of people. I wish I didn't.
I think she passed her knowledge, and if she had some sort of like power, I feel like that was my inheritance after
Yes,
her passing, if that
absolutely.
makes sense. And that's the best thing I ever could have got. Because,
Yeah, the only way I can explain it is the knowledge she gained from this lifetime had returned to the Akashic Records.
right. And it's like I received that.
And you received the
download,
download from
right.
the Akashic Records
And
because
I'm
it's your
going to back
birthright.
that because we talked a lot about the Akashic Records last time. And I keep realizing, like, some people
Have no clue what they are.
yeah. So go ahead and explain the Akashic Records
Okay.
to them.
Well, first of all,
Brief version.
I've got to I've got to answer Mr. Hugh.
Oh,
He says,
I love Ireland people, man. That's one place
yeah,
I've
well,
never been. Ugh.
Mr. Hugh, my family comes from a town. Both my mom's mom and my mom's dad, despite meeting only when they came to U.S., they are from a town, Balligar in County Galway, in the farmlands. My grandfather and his family were in the IRA. They were patriots. It's on their gravestones, so I'm not making a political statement. I'm just stating a fact. So where are you from, Mr. Hugh? But the Akashic Records. Do we have anything else to any other of these comments? Let's see. Oh yeah, we're still waiting on Lockbeard's sign.
Yeah, I asked him while you were talking. I went ahead and asked him, but yeah, like the way I view the Akashic Records in layman terms is the damn filing cabinet for everything, and time don't exist there.
Exactly. I explain it to people as it's the universe's mainframe.
There you go. That's essentially what it is.
It is. It
100% what it is. Not even. Yeah, it's what it is.
It's a big ass library where all the information of the universe is contained.
Hence
Now,
LAA and the library archive.
Exactly.
That is where this knowledge
comes
to
from.
Time
Yes.
to time.
And what people
He's a cat. He's a fire sign. He's a Capricorn. He's the devil.
Oh,
he's the devil.
Man, the Capricorn. Whoo.
Man,
well, and now everything is explained. I understand the topics on your channel completely now.
I love them. I love all my fellow sons. I'm a Libra, so I mean that's what it's about. I love y'all all equally, but damn, I can't date a Capricorn.
Yeah, no, they're good for a friend, and I've got a good friend who's I've got a good friend who's a Capricorn, but yeah, no, you don't Scorpios and Capricorns, don't take them. Just don't.
Especially Scorpios.
Oh, I know. I was married to one for 27 years.
Like I said, like my dad was cool and all, but he was a Scorpio too. But you know what's awesome about him? I think this is what overrode kind of who he was as a person. Because I'm telling you, like, even though that he was a Christian and strict and whatever, this dude was in tune with stuff. He died in 2011 and everything happening today, he said was going to happen. Like, he's the one that gave me kind of that political background. Like that was all him. Like that's where my political side comes from. But he was a smart dude, man. And he was an 11.
Yes,
and he embodied a true 11 because there was just something so wise about him beyond this physical life.
I'm sorry, the puppy is talking now.
I hear that. I understand. I have a bunch of them. But can you man the chat? Because I just drank like a huge bottle of
water. Yes,
and I'm going to take a quick 2 minutes.
Not a problem. We'll catch up on chat. And not a problem. You go take care of business, girl.
Y'all don't like talking about me. I'll go back and watch it. I'll know. I'm just playing. BRB.
All right, Krissi. Let's see. Dang, I missed that one. Oh, so the Mr. Hugh, do we know what part of Ireland you come from? I also have a niece who is a Irish dancer from the state of New Jersey, but has won nationals in Dublin several times. Let's see. I kind of. Oh man, Rusty was like 70 there today. Yeah, you see, Mother Nature is on a bender. Someone needs to capture her, throw her into rehab, and get her a 12-step program. This is insanity. We have an ice flow that starts to melt, and then nighttime comes, and it just ices back up. And this is. Oh yeah, we did take the bubbler out, so we'll see if the ice flow actually comes into the slip tonight. But so anyhow, I'm sorry, I'm just reading the comments. So Trumpy Bear, how you doing? And Rusty, I've seen the outside of your museum and I absolutely love it. It looks like a great place. Next time I drive through, I'll make sure to time it so that you're open. It is very noticeable when you turn that corner, right there on, I think that's 45 or alternate 45, or I just know it's quicker to cut through your town than to go around it. But
the telephone poles are deep, they have steel plates on.
Global warming. Yeah, we'll go with that one. I'm shadow banned everywhere, so I'll just say it. Look outside at dawn and at dusk and realize that there are hashtags all over the sun.
New clouds.
And you ask a meteorologist, they'll tell you they're new clouds. And then watch your weather go wonky. But yeah, global warming. We'll go with that one. Yeah. I mean, I'll start taking more pictures. In the past they used to try to cover them up, but now they don't even try. I mean, there's 5 or 6 planes every morning at dawn, right on the horizon. And my father designed airplanes and then went on to sell them for the defense industry. And I know the difference between a contrail and a chemtrail. They are 2 totally different things.
Oh, is that what y'all were talking about? Yes, I've been taking pictures in the mornings on the way to take Paisley to school. I have a little library going. I'm going to try to figure out, like, this is how stupid I am. I'm going to try to figure out how to put them in, like, video format so you can just, like a slideshow. I guess I could make a slideshow. I guess I just answered my own question.
It's technology. Yeah.
Right? And I wanted to show you something. I wanted to revisit this.
Sure.
I want to show you what happened the night that we had our live, and y'all can see the date recorded and everything in the top corner. I was not at my shop. I was at home.
Yeah.
I got to show you this, and I posted it on my YouTube, and damn it, I'm standing in my freaking truth. I don't care who thinks what. This happened.
And I got to tell you, the more you stand in your truth, one, the easier it becomes, and 2, the more respect you will get. I take my word
people
for it.
Who know are gonna know when they see this video. Like,
exactly.
My thing is, like, I welcome logical explanations 100%, and I appreciate them, and I appreciated them in this situation. But I did go the extra mile and make sure that there's just no way
it can be anything else
physical.
I've seen the video. Yeah, I mean, you sent it to me right away as soon as the motion sensor went off. And
okay. Yeah,
that.
Because when it went off, I'm like, you're kidding me. Because I knew as soon as I gave it acknowledgement, like, I'm like, okay, I'm opening the door. But I really was like,
And
Astounded.
yeah,
Okay.
no,
I
that's
was like, you gotta
exactly
be
what you did. Is you opened a door. I'll explain that in a second. Let's play the video. Well, for everyone to see, not just you to be astonished.
Thank you for people who have subscribed to me
Yes,
today, I guess.
Rusty was kind enough to subscribe to my channel, and then 3 other people. I was like, oh my God, I got 4 new followers today. Oh,
Yay! That's awesome.
yeah, my reading today actually got some, still one hand, but you can still count them. It's better than the 0 I normally get with the copyright bullshit.
Bam.
Let's see.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
going to- There it is. Is this the new one? This is the new one. I love that I can just play my videos like that they don't have ads. I guess that's because I'm not monetized.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I ever want to be monetized. If I don't have to have ads, it's worth like never being monetized. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have a good friend on another platform who used to be big on here,
Right.
and then got demonetized. And oh shoot, you post a link from this place onto any of his stuff, blocked.
Right.
I mean, yeah, you either love it or you hate it. But
I really don't care about money. I just really
that's
if my message me one person, if it helps one person, that's enough for me.
And the thing is, if it helps one person, if it's a new idea to one person, it has
a domino
been
effect.
Yeah, well, not only that, the effect on the collective. If
Yes,
one
raising the
person,
vibration.
well, that too, but one person learns something new, up to 10,000 other people will also have that insight.
Yeah.
And again, scientifically proven. And so we help one person, we help 10,000.
I don't want to save the world. I just
I do.
World. You know what I mean?
Oh no, buckle up, honey. We're gonna save the world.
I mean,
that's
I'm
the whole plan.
The spirit wants me to. Like, okay, whatever spirit I'm trying to do, what spirit thinks I should do. Hence the break this week, just to clear my head and just to think.
Oh, like, absolutely.
What do you want, spirit? Like, Krissi, shut up, spirit. What do you want? And that's what I'm trying to bring with this channel, and that's why it's hard to do anything really planned, because I'm trying to leave it open for spirit to speak, like bring through a message that, especially with the tarot reading, bring through the messages that need to be heard. And that's why I was trying to do the shorts, and I really don't like them because there's so many messages, especially when I do 3 cards of each.
Right.
There's just so many messages that come through, and it's too much to do a short.
That's why I keep it to one. One card is still almost a 3-minute video.
It is. And I'm just trying to do way too much on my shorts. I'm like, this is.
I tried the shorts, but I couldn't get. Well, I'm social media illiterate, but
shorts suck. They're hard to do.
They're hard to do.
5 damn times to get them uploaded. They're stupid.
Yeah.
What's happening there?
Oh, now you're puppies.
I know. Hey, y'all. What the hell? But here's that orb. I'm about to share my screen here.
There you
go. Let's wait.
Oh, that last one likes to get the last word in, huh?
One of them is at the grandmommy's house. It's the lady that I bought my Yorkies from.
Oh, yeah.
She'll go back to visit because we became really good friends, and they were like her babies. So it's like, can you keep a baby for me? Or she really wanted him. It wasn't that she needed to. She just I'm like, sure. I don't care. She thinks she's grooming him. She just wants to spend
perfect. And my parents we had no pets growing up except for the things my brother and I would capture in the backyard, and then we're forced to release because they were wild. But now
Oh,
that I bring the dogs over to the house, the dogs are treated like royalty, and I'm Cinderella.
I feel you. Oh, dang, that's playing. I didn't want it to play yet.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
I
on up.
heard that.
Back
I am the
on
culprit.
up.
I am the getter.
Oh, hey. I'm sorry I'm sniffling, y'all. I'm like,
It's those crazy fluctuations in weather, you know. And then of course there is the fact that you're starting to speak your truth, which means you're clearing your throat chakra.
oh my gosh, and the sore throat and everything.
Yep,
I knew
that
it wasn't
is-
the C word virus.
Yeah, no,
It's just the throat chakra.
it's
I
just
need
the
to get me
and it's funny that you
blue.
found. It's really funny you found a candy cane. One of the best things for the throat chakra is peppermint.
Well, it's
What?
not peppermint. It's the only thing. It's cotton candy.
Yeah. Ah, well, that's just good. That's just good.
It's from the outside
Yeah.
in because I use that Vicks Vapor Rub,
Yeah.
beautiful stuff from up there, and it calmed down my
Try
adrenal.
using go into the baking aisle of any store, and where the vanilla extract is, you'll find peppermint extract.
I have some peppermint tea.
Well, that'll help. That'll help the throat
I
chakra.
forgot. I have actually a lot because this isn't the first time I've tried to speak my truth. This is just the closest I've gotten.
I know the issue.
But
Believe
I
me.
actually have a ton of teas for
To
that
help.
purpose.
Yeah, well, we'll have to talk about that. We'll
For
get you
several
there.
different chakras,
But
but the throat chakra especially, and I forgot about it.
But
Good idea. Thank you.
But more than your peppermint tea, and this goes for any sinus issues, throat chakra issues, or even GI issues. Put a couple drops of peppermint extract
Mm-hmm.
in a spoon, in a little, in a teaspoon. Fill the teaspoon then with water and drink that. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed.
I gotcha.
That's kept me out of the hospital a couple times, believe it or not.
I gotcha. I use peppermint essential oil a lot, especially at the shop. Like my favorite three to use are peppermint, tea tree, and what's the other one? I have another one, sage, the energy to fix their energy.
Yes, that's great.
But
what was that walked behind you a minute ago? I mean, I know I travel in the astral plane a lot, but Jesus Christ, what was that?
I didn't see anything. What are you talking about? Did you say something?
Yes, and I know I'm not the only one. What is Rusty doing in the background?
Just to keep a straight face when he came in. But even I was not expecting Bigfoot to walk in, and that was hard. I'm like,
oh my God. And I have
essential oil. Don't laugh. What the fuck
oh
is that?
my God. And then I have my own version of Sasquatch. He's just running, a constant commentary as I'm talking to you because he can only hear my side of the conversation.
Oh, well, does he not have a way to tune in? He can watch too.
No, he does, but he's having more fun tormenting me from the other side of the computer. So yeah, that's okay. Thank God. Okay, I'm not crazy again. Okay, there we go.
I have been having some weird happenings lately. So honestly, it was just like if he wouldn't have told me anything, I would have just been like, okay, I guess this is par for the motherfucking course now.
Yeah, no kidding. I know the feeling.
Back to my orb videos. I was trying to be
good luck with that.
Right? But check this out and tell me what y'all think. Like, I wish I could slow this down, but here we go. Y'all ready? Look how it comes in the frame.
You see,
See, like that's not a bug because I mean I've seen bugs. I'm not an idiot to. I've been having
do you
them for a
have
long
it? Do you have another video? There was later
That
on
was
in
just
that video, I thought there was what looked like conscious movement, and maybe it was an earlier video. Yeah.
I
Later
only
on,
have one of that because I didn't like me and you had just done the live and I think we were talking
yeah,
afterwards and I didn't
right.
check it right away, so I didn't pull up and watch it. You know what I mean? But that's the only time the motion sensor set off. So that's the only and if it's a bug, like usually a bug is going to continue. Eventually it's going to set it off again. It's not just going to be one time. And it's just not a bug. I've seen a bug on a security camera. I've had them for a long time. This is just the first time I've really for real caught some, like those are orbs, no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, I get why when I purpose the person on the team, the ghost hunting.
In a second. I'm listening.
Yeah, the person on the team, the ghost hunting team I love, is one of their skeptics. He is a believer, but at the same time, it has to be proven to him. And that's why he said, well, it's not moving like a normal orb. It's, it's a glitch on the camera lens or something to that effect.
This is a baby Sasquatch.
It is. Oh,
but I'm listening.
Fuzzy. But they, how I listened to them, listened to these guys and said, yeah, okay, I see how it could be possibly a reflection from the ceiling, or because it's the see-through bricks in the ceiling and such like that. But when I saw that video of you entering, and as soon as the door opened, it took what was only conceivable to my monkey brain as a step back to avoid the door. And then
it's
when
like
you
it
came
heard
in,
strumming, and it's like, let me move out of the way, and it's like it walked back up to Rusty. I'm not mad.
It's like yes, it did. Like, who are you?
Yes, and then was like really checking me out, which was really creeping me out when I was going back watching the video, because I'd never seen that video in full length again since that day it happened, until I finally figured out how to get into my actual camera security video the other day. And I was like, oh my God, which is the because I had them, some of them saved on my phone, just not all of them. So when I saw all of them that night and I decided to post it, I realized, like, no, I gotta post this because I gotta know. And I want to find I want somebody that specializes in EVPs to check out that video, because I'm not going to say what I think I heard, but I think I hear something in it. And because I have been going back reviewing it, and I want somebody that like does that for a living, if you will, somebody experienced in that field, like tell me what an EVP is, because I mean, I know what an EVP is.
Send me the actual video.
I will.
Okay, yeah. And I will get it to one of the guy on the team who does the audio.
Okay. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. So you know somebody that's an EVP.
Oh yeah, I know a couple people that.
Good deal.
I one of the things I do outside of reading tarot and Akashic Records and Reiki and all that is I remove attachments.
Jack all trades.
No, I try to be. Hey,
you gotta do one thing, might as well do it all.
Exactly. So yeah, it's something that is just bizarre. That
it really is. It's weird. It's real weird.
It is, but accepting that it is reality is the first step. Without that acceptance for the monkey brain, you just can't go any further. I mean, we're made to believe that we are physical, having a with a soul attached, but we're actually a spiritual entity having a physical existence.
Right.
So
Right.
make it the best one. Why not?
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I really like I make fun of myself. I make fun of everybody, but I also make fun of myself. Like and it's not in really a bad way. Like
Mm-mm.
I like to laugh. I do. I love to laugh. And I will say the stupidest thing. Not even
Absolutely.
care. I'm just like I'm a silly
Yeah,
person.
just to get a laugh. Yeah. I mean, as they say, laughter is the best medicine.
It really is. And even if
It,
it's at my own expense, like
yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. You know, the more I've always had a rather dark sense of humor, but
yeah.
the more I've woken up, I mean, my humor has definitely gotten quite a bit darker to the point that I don't tell people most of the things that I want to say because you know, oh, you're a light healer. You're not supposed to say that. Yeah, you should hear the thoughts.
It's like that meme, you know, with SpongeBob, and it's like "Test me, ho," and it's talking about you didn't realize I was gangster before I was a spiritual healer or whatever. I can totally feel that.
Exactly.
I can
Yes.
feel
Yeah.
that kind of energy because it's like, yeah,
Yeah. I can snap
that's
back
me.
to that. You just don't want me to.
I'll tell you real quick why zebras, why Libras are known to be the sword suit. I will, yes.
and why
I'll show you
Aries,
why the
yeah, and why Aries is F around and find out.
yeah yeah Kyle Rittenhouse mantra.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh man. Oh me. I got a deck right here. I completely forgot we were gonna do this, but
I pulled up I grabbed out my I've got a pirate deck and a mermaid deck, and then of course the
Spirit can
Arthurian deck.
appreciate the pirates, even if he doesn't appreciate the tarot. I bet he can appreciate the pirates.
Oh, he appreciates the tarot too because it's guided us quite a ways. But yeah, the pirate one is snarky to say the least. And what do you got there?
I like that deck. This is funny. This is my joke deck, but honestly, like I'll read strangers with this, or like somebody that I don't feel comfortable connecting with their energy. I reserve it for this, but these are my joke cards. I'll see if you can see. Rusty got me these for my birthday a couple years ago, and I thought it was freaking hilarious.
I'm gonna have to look at that one. The pirate deck isn't quite snarky enough for some of my readings.
This is Miss Cleo's.
I saw that. I remember Miss Cleo. I mean, shoot.
You gotta watch out for charlatans in this line of work, and I don't know. I think she was completely. She just charged too much. When you're trying to make that kind of money, I mean, I can't take you seriously.
No,
I can't. No. But yeah, these cards are horrible, and this is just furthermore why, because these cards were expensive back in the day. They were expensive to get after the fact. Oh, yeah! How awesome! Look what's on top.
Let me see. Good card. I love the Justice card.
Straight from the Libra. Straight from the box. But yeah, that was going to be the first one I showed just because I think it's funny. But the imagery on them is absolutely
those are nice.
Horrible. I'm not a fan of them.
I mean,
but they're good for basic readings, but they're not going to give you that intuitive read.
Are they red or white?
No. Are they, no. Yeah, well, yeah, let's see.
Kind of, sort of.
I can't remember. I think, yeah. I mean, they have their own imagery and stuff, but they do have, like, they're the... No, because they have staffs. Or is that what it is in the Rider-Waite? I can never remember. Because I use so many different...
they call it wands, but yeah, wands. They're basically staffs. Yeah.
Okay, well, hers is a little bit more, I don't know, custom because it has staffs versus Is it wands? Is that what you said? Is that the Rider Waite?
Wands is
wands.
the typical nomenclature. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Show your
Now-
first deck.
Well, the most obscure deck I have is one that is in Latin. I guess it's in French. Whoop, that way.
Almost got a French deck the other day. I'm
Yeah, and what's
Wow.
even better than the cards themselves. Let me see. Whoop, wrong way.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Is the box it came in.
Oh wow, a gilded gold box. Beautiful.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So
Libra aesthetic. I love that.
Yes. So that's
Beauty of
one of my
that.
found at one of those antique store finds.
Oh man, I love finding old cards. I'll show you one of my old decks. Like this is let me get this real quick. And I have several.
But the funny thing about my pirate deck.
I love the
Oh,
pirate.
you got it out? Which one? Yeah, but did you notice anything about the pirate deck?
Is that Hook? I can't tell what I'm
No, I'm
looking
talking the language.
at. I can't read it.
It's for the yeah, exactly. The original deck I bought, I ironically bought from the Ukraine.
Oh wow.
And so the book said it had English in it, but it didn't. It was all in Ukrainian and Russian.
Oh, that's
Thank
not
God
hard.
for Google Translate.
Right. Right. No telling what kind of messages you'll get off of
I
that.
know.
Like Putin is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So I went ahead and bought an American one too.
What? I'm getting. Have I? Will you catch up with chat for me for a second?
Yeah, I'm working on that right now. Let's see. So Rusty said, Krissi's for Icon. Are you a farmer? Oh, let's see. That I am. Ooh. Nice. You raise hay for horses. That is so cool. And if I remember correctly, you're in Oregon? Very nice. I used to be an avid horseback rider. Absolutely love hanging around horses.
Right?
Let's see. Hay is gold around here where I am too. Oh yeah, and that's Tennessee. Some of the hardest work I've ever done is following hay wagon. Yeah. No, they're not.
We're close to the mountains.
Let's see.
It's
Yes.
It's all mountains there.
Oh, you're in Wisconsin. Holy cow.
Cheesehead.
Holy cow, you freaking cheesehead. I lived in Minnesota for 13 years, and my fiance Kelly is born and raised in Minnesota and lived a little bit in Wisconsin.
That's where we got the cheesehead from.
And yeah, obviously Kelly, he'll know where we got the cheesehead from. So
We love you.
anyhow, yeah, so we love you and your cheese, especially the cheese curds. I moved to Minnesota from St. Louis and discovered that cheese curds in Wisconsin were in fact better than cheese curds from Minnesota.
You know, I've never had cheese curds.
They
were talking about them last night. I love cheese.
Oh, you'll love them. You'll absolutely love them. They because of the name, it sounds meh, but they're actually really good and breaded and deep fried. Oh, it's a cheese stick and a nibble.
Have you got the icon yet? I heard you talking to him.
I was. He had said that he's from Wisconsin, hence the cheese curds.
Okay, I gotcha. And he's explaining he raises hay for horses. He does some hard
Oh yeah,
work.
he does. is
No, thank you for me.
yeah. I used to ride horses avidly, and I would not. I gave enough hay to my horses to feed them. I would not like to do any further hay work.
It is. It is very, very hard work. I was
It
lucky. I
is.
was really little, and I got to drive the hay truck a lot of the times. But there were
Oh,
some
that's the
days
easy
I had
end.
to load. When I got to be, no kidding, when I got to be 8, that's when I was old enough to load a hay bale. Even if I had to have help, it's like, okay, whatever. But
Oh
at
my
8,
lord.
had to do the hay bales. And that's what people trip out. Like at 6 years, and I couldn't imagine letting a 6-year-old like drive a vehicle today. But like that was real life growing up.
That was
6, 7
yeah.
years
I
old,
mean,
really.
shoot.
I mean, they didn't let me drive on the road, but I did drive.
No,
I mean,
and
you're
yeah,
going forward and stopping. How hard is it? You know, that's all I was
exactly. Yeah,
doing. But
in the fields and such, and on the
yeah,
roads around the house and the fields. I mean, you know, it's necessary. Yeah, Blues. These are my hands.
they were talking about eating SOS the other night too. Hope that's not SOS pads and that's new some kind of
Yeah. I mean, the
challenge.
Tide Pods thing was mind blowing enough. Yes. Hello,
They do look
Blues.
good at times. They taste like a really
Yeah,
nice
especially
sweet.
after Dunkin' Donuts started making icing to look like the Tide Pods. Yeah, then it got real confusing. Ow, Blues.
I've never been compelled to
Compelled to eat
eat
laundry.
ones.
Yeah, no, neither. No.
Here's one of my older decks, and I can't work with them that well. Like I was practicing there for a while,
Mhm.
and I've been read with these before, and they give awesome in-depth readings, but they're hard for me. Like I just don't understand them. They're more a Normand style. These are really old. I think they're from the 60s.
Okay.
But they're Normand. That's how you say that, right? And I myself am just not good with Lenormand. I hadn't spent a whole lot of time with them. This is my first Lenormand deck. But you know the ones, they're all the same and they have the colors.
Yeah, it's very similar to the deck I told you that showed up in my parents' house from my aunt who never visited their house.
These are like old school tarot.
Yeah, those
a
are
lot of older people. Like I mean, these are 60s. You know what I mean?
right.
They use these.
These were printed. These were printed in the 70s. They're called Pages of Suthra.
Oh,
I'm trying to get out of that glare. Yeah, that yellow is terrible. It's a combination of tarot and astrology and just pure divination.
Love it.
Oh yeah, I love this one.
Oh, nice. It reminds me of my picture I just got. Love it.
But yeah, these you break it down into houses, and a reading is actually 40 cards. But you can pinpoint a lot of stuff with these, and ironically, my great aunt, who I had only met one time, my parents, when they were living in California, drove me up to meet her in right outside of Venice Beach. And she pulls me into a guest room and says, "Oh, hey, I have a book for you." Oh, okay, whatever. And hands me this book that has, I don't know if you remember doing this as a kid, but wrapping your books in the paper bags, in the brown paper bags, as a book cover.
I've heard of people doing that.
Oh my God. Okay. So yes, we did this as a ritual to appease the teacher crowds. And so she hands me this book covered in a brown paper bag, and it says the Republic of Plato. And I was a philosophy major at the time.
Oh,
oh my God, my favorite philosopher. Thank you so much. She goes, "Just open the damn book." And I opened it up, and I realized the cover is right right side up, but the book is upside down. Flip it over, and it is a grimoire,
Oh,
a
okay.
witch's handbook.
Right.
It's Lady Sheba's. She's just whatever you do, don't show your dad. Oh, okay. We'll just play it off as you gave me a really abridged version of Plato's Republic. And so she gave me that, my first inkling into the energy work. And then when I go home to help my parents out when my dad got sick with a heart issue in 2020, lockdown happens, and my mom says, "Oh, Laura, one of the times you visited, you must have left a tarot deck in the closet." So, well, that would have been a miracle because I've never brought a tarot deck here before, except for this visit. And she goes, no, you left a tarot deck. It's in the closet in the bedroom you're staying in. Huh. And so she gets a little stool, goes up and gets this out of the closet, and it's not my deck.
That's
but
awesome.
After research, one, it is my great aunt, the one who gave me the book. It's her deck because other relatives remember getting readings from her with it. And then it turns out my best friend in life, her father actually printed the deck.
Dang, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Awesome.
But as I said, a reading is 40 cards, so I'm still just figuring.
That's a lot. Okay,
that is a lot.
Sound like Lenormand, because that's how that is. Like you just go till they're almost essentially gone. I think there's some left over, but it's not much.
It's not many.
Use the whole deck.
Yeah, it's insane, and it takes forever.
This is my closet deck. When I was here, there, and yonder, one of the places I rented, the previous tenant, I didn't have tarot cards, and I really wanted tarot cards. And you got to understand, like, I guess it just wasn't part of the culture in this particular part of the world. It wasn't like I couldn't just find them, and if I did find some, and they were written in Japanese. So
that is an issue.
But these were in my closet, and it's so weird because of where I was to find an English deck of tarot cards. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do actually.
And I got this.
Oh, how beautiful.
They're Oracle tarot. Like, this is what got me kind of into Oracle. I would have never gotten Oracle cards prior to these. And I realized, like, these are set up very much like tarot.
Oh, okay.
But they have an Oracle side.
Air to them. Okay.
Yeah. And I think they're called Oracle. Like, I don't think they're called tarot, but I don't know. I don't have the box.
Yeah, I've always steered away from Oracle because, as an Aries, I'm, this is how it is. Deal with it.
Because I started learning on the Arthurian Legend deck, my absolute favorite. That's what
Yep.
It's my favorite. And that's what I started on. So I really honed in on being an intuitive reader. Like, I am a regular reader too. Like, I do go by meanings, but meanings is just my launch pad.
Yeah, when I use my Arthurian deck, which is how we connected, because who else in the world has this damn deck?
I know, it's so odd, and I love it though.
But their definitions in that book are some of the best definitions I have ever found. And so when my youngest daughter's just in the last few months started reading tarot, the book that came with her deck was just terrible. I mean, it was snarky like my Pirates book, but I knew the deeper meaning of the card, so I could cope with the snarkiness.
Right.
But when that's all you're given, so I sent her copies of, screenshots of my book, of the Arthurian Legend book, and said, "Here, you run with this one."
Right. The imagery in those cards are just beautiful and so good for intuitive reads. They're amazing. but they do have a very knowledgeable guidebook. And I realized that I was really spoiled because you got to think, like, I have a tarot card collection like you would not believe. But
I've got a few, but not that many.
like, it's crazy. And I realized, like, I guess I was trying to find something always better than the Arthurian
But there,
legend.
I haven't. I haven't. I
Mm-mm.
did when I went and looked for the pirate and then the mermaid tarot, and I would, yeah, these are
Those are
they're
pretty.
okay.
I've always liked the mermaids, though.
Oh yeah,
I've seen
the
those, and I've
imagery
liked
on
those.
those mermaids cards are some of the most beautiful and most beautiful ones, and they're all Llewellyn.
Yeah, and that's what I like Llewellyn's work. I've realized because a lot of my favorite decks I always end up finding is Llewellyn.
Or Llewellyn, yeah.
And I guess that's why I was drawn to it at first. Like when I saw Arthurian legend, because I mean, you got to think I was 12, so I was still very much into that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so I was like,
yeah.
I wanted it right away, and I'm so glad I chose that deck because I was in the midst of a lot of decks. We were at a place in Memphis, and there was quite a selection. And I'm just happy, and man, I've never regretted it.
Yeah,
Best choice I've ever made in my life.
I was in a bad marriage. I had just found out how sick I really was, and life was going to hell. But there was a spiritualist store. Literally, I could throw my car into neutral and glide down the hill and make it into the parking lot. And I walked in there one day just feeling terrible. And I decided I'm going to buy something for myself and cheer myself up. And I figured it's going to be a crystal or, something like that.
Yeah.
But poverty mentality, I immediately went to the clearance section.
Right.
And they had one deck of the Arthurian.
Mm-hmm.
And I had been looking at a whole bunch of other tarot cards. And when I saw that one, I have been studying Arthur forever. This is perfect. And that's when I really realized, okay, this might be more than just a card trick for beer money.
Right. Well, I mean, I went through that kind of my whole life, even though I was exposed to tarot so young. I'm telling you, there was a time when I went really logical, especially like majoring in, like, I did criminal justice and then followed into psychology, and especially the psychology, like, I went hardcore in that direction. Like, this is the reason for everything. Here's science. Here it is on the page, black and white. But life is not black and white.
No,
and I think that psychology can explain a lot. And I mean, I don't think it's complete bunk, but some of it is, because I don't put my power and faith in psychologists, like people who counsel you, like counselors. Like, I've known too many of them, and I mean, I could be if I wanted to be. And I don't feel like I'm somebody that should be given advice in the physical world. Does that make sense? Like, maybe
I totally
advice, but physical advice, I don't know if I'm not. Who am I to do that? You know, like, no.
But you got to look at it. Look at it from a different standpoint, though. Look at what you have survived, especially since 2018. So someone in your position, you could advise.
I don't want to, though. I have no.
I totally understand that. I'm just saying you could.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in a way, I kind of channel it through hair. It doesn't go unwasted. It just go like, I don't. No, I'm just a hairstylist.
Oh,
you know, that's what I tell them, and I feel like when people find out, you know, or you say you try to bring yourself, or I was a psychology major, like, people look at you in that aspect, and I don't want to be seen as that, because I don't know. I don't have all the answers, and I think people think when you've been to school for something, you know all the answers. Well, the hell you don't. You survived the party of 4 years.
I've got a double major in American literature and American politics with a minor in philosophy. I was a dissertation away from my philosophy major, but I just didn't have the time because I also had a newborn. So
right. And it's philosophy.
It's philosophy, exactly.
It
Yeah.
probably won't pay
When
you
will
back
that
for all that
ever
work.
influence your life? Yeah.
No, I love philosophy. I wish I would have taken it in college. I regret not majoring in it. I wanted to,
Oh.
but the way I looked at it, it's like, man, I ain't ever gonna make me money ever. And I wish I would have been like that. I wish I'd have done.
But the thing is, if when you melt, hang on, get out of my glass. Sorry, my pity was drinking my water. It if you blend psychology and philosophy, then you've melded the higher brain,
right,
the higher self, with the monkey brain.
because it all mirrors itself. It's
Oh, it
all
does.
like psychology is the science of proving it,
Oh,
and it
I-
can. A lot of it
and
can.
Blues agrees.
And I'm not saying there's not good therapists. There's really good therapists.
Oh,
People
yeah.
just need to realize, like, it takes a minute to find a good therapist.
Good therapist, yes.
Because therapists,
and they're getting harder to come by because
well,
of
the market got
everything.
so flooded. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you don't make no money being a psychologist.
No.
That's the thing. Like, people don't realize that. Like, I mean, $10 to $15 an hour.
Yeah.
You go to 4 years of college for $10 to $15 an hour.
And now your entire paycheck is paying back your student loan.
Wait, I think we got, let's see. Right.
Oh.
Krissi, I watched a stream called Genevieve. It is a reading you would like.
Ooh.
Okay, is that the YouTube name is Genevieve?
Yeah, I love finding other readers on
Me
YouTube.
too.
I found several that I have to watch.
Oh, I've totally fangirled out on this random YouTube girl, poor girl. But I found her, like, I mean, I'm serious, this week has been crazy, and I've had some very specific situations going down. And that's
Right.
why, like, when it comes to tarot tubers, some are bunk, some are on it. And you recognize that. And there's some
yeah, you
people
can
who
feel
are
the
on it.
energy.
And
And the
she
either the positive energy or the lie, one or the other.
right. And a lot of, I think it's all energy. And like, she reads for all Libras. It's tarot tuber.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm tarot tuber. What the hell am I talking about? It's Libra Land.
Libra Land. Yeah.
I think is her channel. And she's just been, I've been sending you those videos, like, girl, so on point. And she may not have another message for me ever, but she helped me through when I was ready to delete a channel and just like go hide under my rock somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, her readings made me realize, like, don't do that, because so many messages came through from those readings that that I was getting myself. So
yeah.
the same cards that I've been seeing. She is speaking the words that have been in my head that I've been I've told you, and she's vocalizing it. And that's how I know. Like, it's like a hit.
And that's the problem with what I call the monkey brain. It's the base instinct. There is no way this random person who doesn't know me could give me the message. But on the other hand, you have the other half of the monkey brain saying, listen, because you're not listening to the cues. You're not listening to the cues I'm giving you. So here's something from the outside.
Well, I need that kind of, I need a lot of things because it's so hard to convince me. I'm sorry, Spirit, but I need some convincing.
It's the monkey brain. Just like I had talked about the analogy of the fan before. You know, there are 3 blades on a fan. Yep. But you turn it on, it spins fast, it looks like one blade. Try to put your finger in the middle.
Or your hair.
You know the pain. So it's having the monkey brain comprehend that this other stuff is real. And it has issues with that. So we have to bring in outside forces like other tarot tubers that say the same things, pull the same cards we've pulled, because it's too hard for us to comprehend on our own.
Yeah, and it was just like so many hits because honestly, like when I watch a tarot tuber, I'm playing Battleship in my head, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like miss,
Yeah.
miss, and like she sunk all my freaking battleships within 5 videos, which is amazing. I've never had that kind of connection with a tarot tuber, but I feel like it's because everything that was going on was centered around YouTube, and I kind of feel like that's why the message came through like
YouTube.
that, because
Yeah.
the way my mind, like I think spirit, your mind kind of is spirit.
It
And
is.
that's how my mind or my spirit would recognize it was a
Right.
message, because it could go for either or, real life
Right.
or tarot tube, depending on exactly what,
Yeah,
There's a plot everywhere.
we have a multiple layer energy body.
Oh, I forgot. Mr. Q is a gazer.
Oh, really?
I'll show you. I do have a
Oh.
crystal ball, but it's a joke. Hang on. I got this thing, the Almighty Wish. Let me show you.
Oh
This.
my God. I was just about to say, did you get it off Wish?
I did. What did I do with it? I just had it before we started streaming. Oh my God. It's like this big.
But
It's
Mr. Hugh, I use I will look you up on YouTube. I love gazing. I use candle and
I don't know if
mirror.
you have a channel. I just know we were talking a bit last
Yeah,
night.
no, he's got some comments up here. Ow. I'm being attacked by a pity right now. I'm sorry. Let's see, Krissi. Oh, we did that one. YouTube stream.
I want to get more into gazing. Like I would like you
Oh,
to come
gazing is amazing.
because I like the idea of a scrying mirror. Like I did have some hits on that, but
yeah, you can.
I'm worried about those.
Oh, no.
Evil came through. I feel like for me, something not good. I
No.
contact.
Intention is everything. You go in with the intention that whatever you're seeking is for your highest good. And you put up your protection and you claim your sovereignty. You will get nothing but good in return.
2-minute break. I'm still here, but I'm dark.
The ways that I like to gaze is candle gazing is one where you stare at a flame in a candle until you're fighting the reflex to blink. You will notice an aura or a light around the flame.
Mm-hmm.
Close your eyes now. At that point, close your eyes and you'll see the color of the aura. If not one, but you may see many colors, but you'll definitely see one, whether it just be clear or the color of the actual candle.
Right.
Another way to do it is mirror gazing or water gazing. It's the same technique.
Yeah.
You stare into a bowl of water or into a mirror until you're fighting the reflex to blink. And then let the visions flow. The monkey brain will balk. It will tell you things like, you're hallucinating. You need to stop this. For God's sakes, blink, would you? But close your eyes at that point and actually watch the slideshow that's going past. If you have set the intention to see past lives, you can do that.
That wasn't my intention. My intention probably wasn't the best. This was during 2015 during the investigation of the house that I grew up in.
Yeah.
I was wanting to know who was there, and it just went bad. I might as well use a Ouija board. You know what I mean? Like, I felt the same pop energy come through.
Yeah, what I've discovered by looking at hauntings in Mennonite and brain damage. The word just went away. well, the looking at hauntings in Mennonite villages,
Is that a thing?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, the sternness of that life is rooted either in complete love and community,
And some are. It was
and
there's
some
some great
are,
people.
and yeah,
But there was a lot of negative energy. Lots. And
and
it
that
took me years
is
to understand that these good, supposedly good people were very
right,
dark. Not
and
all of them, but
not all of
people
them,
I've come
but
across.
when they take the sternness too far, then you have the possibility of residual negative energy, and
Mhm.
you repeat that over generations as they hand down the houses. You create what some people might call a tulpa,
The
a
residual negative energy that's built
that
up
is just
over
so
the
dense.
yeah.
It created its
I've
own
wondered that
personality.
because I really didn't know the story. They looked happy and go lucky from the outside, but you never really know in that
You
kind of
never
society
know
what
that.
happens behind closed
Yeah,
doors.
it takes a millisecond to click a snapshot, but
Right.
what really happened in that house, you'll
And
never know.
also, I mean, considering where I grew up in McNairy County. And I mean,
Ah,
like we've been talking about so much lately, all these damn Indians.
all these
Um,
damn Indians, yeah.
I grew up in the woods.
Shadow ban.
Yes. Like when I was little, I stayed in the woods. I loved to be outside. Like I
Oh
was
yeah.
outside 24/7. I don't care if it was cold, hot, didn't care. I was out there. And I spent a lot of time in the woods. And that's why I'm surprised I've never seen a Sasquatch. But maybe they're not native to this area. But anyway, I did have the feeling of I never saw these shadow people straight on, but later on in life I found out about like how people see these dark kind of entities in the woods,
Yeah.
and I did feel that, and we get very creeped out at times and haul ass back to the house or to a clearing just because I really did think something was around me. But did anything
Oh
ever touch
yeah.
me or anything like that? No. Did I hear stuff move and sound like steps? Yeah, but it could have been a squirrel. It could have been a deer. I'm very, very much in a
Coulda,
rural
woulda,
area.
shoulda. You know, that the thing that our monkey brain doesn't understand, and you have to keep reminding it, is there are no coincidences. If you
Exactly. And to
felt you
really
were being
embrace that,
chased, yeah,
right.
you were being chased. You were being chased.
I
I mean,
wish I
that's
had my arrowheads from back then, man. We used to find some of the coolest stuff. Oh, and other stuff that me and my brother used to find. Like I was in McNairy County. I don't know if you're familiar with the Buford Pusser story,
oh
but
yes,
like there were a lot of old steels and stuff on our property, and there
okay,
was a lot of like our original farm. Like we had a third of the original farm. The original farm had been split up into three. But the
right.
main road of our town and the bridge was on our property. The original one that, nobody used it then. But back in the day, that's how they used to travel around our place. And I know that there has been like a lot of off the record deaths and burials. You know what I mean? I don't know about on my property, but on that farm, which I mean, you got to think the original farm was probably 500 acres. But a lot of people found stills. Like we found the old school whiskey jugs. Like my mom still has all this stuff. I'm sure she still has my arrowheads. I found a ton of arrowheads growing up.
Oh yeah, in that area, shit, yeah, you did.
Good
How?
ones too.
Oh yeah. How far are
Not
you
broke.
from? No, you were finding.
Like we're
And
not
I'm gonna
far
say
from the Tennessee River where I grew up.
no. Yeah, so you
Very
were
close.
finding
Mississippians,
tribes
everybody.
associated with the Mississippians.
Like the Chickasaws,
The Chickasaw,
and
and you had
everybody that came
Cherokee in
to
your area. You had
a
Cherokee in
lot of
your area
Cherokee,
too.
a
Yeah.
lot of Cherokee.
Hi,
Like this
Cherokee.
was the kind of melting pot of the Indian civilizations from the
Yeah.
Cahokia up there to the Mississippi's down in
Oh
Louisiana.
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
Pinson,
you
Tennessee,
have to
and those mountains, that's where
realize
they all met for
that.
religious purposes that we don't know why or why they built all this.
Oh, it's the energy centers. Look at the leylands.
Oh,
the ley
it is.
lines. Look
It
at
is
the
because
ley.
I mean it's lined up with a summer solstice, just like everywhere.
Because it,
Chichen
yeah.
Itza, like just all of them. They Serpent Hill. I mean, just so many Indian cultures, all of not just Indian, hell, the Egyptians. I mean, everybody. You could get.
Oh yeah.
You know how I get on those subjects. I can go.
Oh yes. Well, and then I take it even a step further is that they're all interconnected. The artifacts coming out of the mounds are the same artifacts with a a cultural tint, being American versus Middle Eastern.
Right.
They are the same things coming out of Egypt.
And we think that Pinson is amazing, but like I said, it's the second existing tallest mound. The thing about these American mound builders, it's all earth, it's all stick, it's all something that can decay or be done away with very easily.
Worse than that, like the ones in Ohio, that there was a pyramid, a freaking pyramid in the middle of Ohio.
Yeah, there's no telling what used to be here that
make they used the stones to make Beaver Dam.
There's no telling what they destroyed. But the thing about like down in or like there's no erasing Egypt. You can't erase those pyramids. You know what I mean?
No.
They were built to last. And the same thing down in like Mayan and Aztec culture, like they were built to last. There's no hiding that. Can't really get rid of it unless you nuke it, But like here, they're built of earth, so that's easy to kind of hide.
Not all of them, though. That's what I was saying. Is a lot of them were made of stone, and we Americans used the stones for other things,
right?
And decimated them. And then we realized that, if we left it whole, it would have made an image of Orion or the Thunderbird.
I do want to look into that because I have heard things here and there, but I hadn't really done my research completely on, like, not deeply on that. You know what I mean? But it just amazes me. It really does. It's like, what really happened here? Like, I mean, even the Nazca lines. I mean, wow.
If you actually, there's a new theory out on the Nazca lines.
What's that?
That if you look at certain ones of them, they point to fresh water.
I could see that. I could see that.
After they point to fresh water, they point to enlightenment.
They have that landing strip there right beside the Nazca lines too. It's like, why?
Yes, they do. Yeah. What is that there for? You have no airplanes, theoretically, what we've been told. Yeah.
But you've erected and spent so much time on
and the stones, for the size of those stones for that landing pad, could take an interstellar vehicle landing.
Right.
I mean, the weight of it, it's just, but yeah, we're just going to throw this up in the desert.
We had so much advanced technology. Like, it's just insane. Like, we could never build like Machu Picchu could not be replicated today with any man-made, like, so I'm sorry, but maybe I'm not giving my ancestors enough credit, but I don't think they did.
I don't think we are. I think that our history was altered enough by the powers that be that we don't give ourselves enough credit.
Because are you familiar with the Lemurians?
The race
that supposedly existed prior to Atlanteans?
Yes.
Okay. Like, I believe that. I believe that.
Oh, yeah,
we knew
absolutely.
it one time, and I think that they were a super race. I truly believe that. And
with the right meditation, you can contact, and they are a great healing source.
Because help me out. Is this kind of their story, or is this some side tangent I found somewhere? But are they descendants of the oh man, it's like an alien race. I'm trying to think of them. They're very popular. They're associated with
Pleiadian.
Pleiadians. Are they? Is that
They're
true?
they're in conjunction with the Pleiadians.
Is that who they?
The
Because they all
Pleiadians, the Arcturians, and the Lemurians all work together.
Okay, I knew there was some sort of side tangent I'd heard somewhere along the lines where Pleiadians kind of, because all that stuff. Now that's something it's really hard for me to wrap my mind around.
Yes,
Like
that's
all the alien like races, like I'm still jury's still out on those. Like the Pleiadian channelers, I'm like because there's so many people out there.
There are good ones, and then there are ones that you just want to.
Anybody I see on YouTube or on like the internet, like honestly, it takes me a minute, and most of the time I come around to the fact like you're bullshit. You know what I mean? Because a lot are.
I'll send you a couple channels that I trust, but still, I don't. I take them with a grain of salt.
Right, and spirit will give you discernment.
Yes,
as the Bible mentions, like that's true. I think that we do have God gives us some level of discernment to sort out truth from fiction. And if we're truly in spirit,
I mean, you can feel it in your physical body. When you feel truth, you'll get goosebumps. Or
I feel like I can just spot the best people out of the crowd, but it's not true. Like judging by my track record, like I'm a horrible character because I've done some.
Woo, girl, talk to me.
Yeah, and it's just I never expected them, and that seems to be my track record. And what's funny is a lot of times, in more recent situations like 2021, Rusty's been there telling me like, no, he can see straight through it,
through the crap.
Like, no, such and such is a good person. They deserve this. They are very appreciative of this, and then. Boom, this song, and it's just like, okay, well, yeah, they got over on me pretty damn bad. I'm a dumbass, okay?
Yeah,
and I just don't. And I let him pick up good people now.
and when called a dumbass, my reply from Shawshank Redemption is always no. It is Dama, which is an author.
Yeah,
and so don't call me dumbass. I'm Dama, and I will just go forth and point out my flaws how you will. I'm going to go forth whether you like it or not.
Right. I have drank, I don't know how many of these today.
I have watched you.
Huh?
I have watched you with amazement. I can't.
I've been so thirsty. Like I can't.
It's the Schumann resonance being so low. I cannot drink. I've got 2 glasses and a can in front of me, and I am just downing it. It's the Schumann resonance being so low.
I'm almost through my second one of these.
I saw that. It's a.
But it's making me have to take quick 2 minutes constantly. So it's another quick 2-minute break for me. BRB.
Damn, girl. Stop drinking that Fiji. Although it's good stuff. It actually tastes good, unlike other stuff. Have any of you guys on here ever done the Aquafina challenge? Have you put your Aquafina bottle in the freezer and see if it actually freezes? Because there's something in that bottle that is not water, if you know what I mean. Let's see. So, you're welcome, Mr. Hugh. I'm glad to help. Yes, I like to look at. I like to gaze myself. I do read tarot and I read Akashic Records, but when I want to glean something for my personal life, gazing or the collective, gazing is the best way. Let's see. I'm brand new to bifocals, so I don't know which part of the glasses to look out of when trying to look at a computer screen because they all seem to hurt the eyes. You haven't tried what? But it doesn't sound healthy. most of my advice is healthy, but there are, I am an Aries and I like to see people suffer. So there are things I suggest, but the gazing into a candle or to a mirror or a bowl of water is quite safe. You could also attempt to gaze at a plant and view the aura off of the leaf of the plant
Oh
and see
dang,
what
I
you
was
can gain from
missing
that.
so much. I'm sorry, chat. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. This is my promise to y'all. I'm gonna start reading y'all's chats.
Yeah,
I
you
will
you
talk
came from the
and I
from
will
from the internet age where it was all chat rooms. I was
I
raising my
feel bad.
daughters at the
Like
time.
I'm not responding to them. They're talking to me and I feel like I'm ignoring them. Sorry,
Ah,
y'all.
we got it. We got it.
The Aquafina challenge, I feel like that's what I'm on right now. Like,
Oh
I don't
no,
think
no,
I
no, no.
was
You
still-
missed no.
Oh,
That's not pounding water. That's seeing if your bottle of Aquafina actually freezes.
oh, I don't drink Dasani or Aquafina. It
No,
tastes
you
off
shouldn't.
to me.
Yeah,
And
because they're not water.
I drink a lot of Fiji, and I think that they put something in this.
Actually, it's not what it's that it's pretty much a pH neutral water.
Well, it just feels like there's something addictive about it because I
Yeah,
crave these. Like I crave
it's
these like I crave or like people crave Cokes. Like how you
right,
get a Coke craving.
and you're craving the Fiji, and that the reason
Not
is
water, but Fiji, yeah.
right, and the reason is it's a fairly neutral, balanced water. Whereas Coke and all that are very negatively balanced pH
Yeah.
wise.
They make it sound
So
beautiful on the back. Have you ever read
eh,
the back?
oh yeah, and then the pictures of the bottle, yeah, hell yeah.
The distinctive taste of Fiji. Water is years in the making. That's how long it takes tropical rainfall to filter through ancient volcanic rock. That's probably why I drink it. And
Now let
naturally
me
acquire the silica that gives Fiji its signature soft, smooth taste. Sourced from sustainable underground aquifer, it's untouched by man until you unscrew the cap. How's that
yep.
possible? How did
But
nobody touch my water for me? I don't believe it, Fiji. I don't believe it. I think you're just overcharging for
now
water.
if you think that stuff is addictive, go get yourself some pH balance either the smart water or
I don't like smart water. It has a
okay,
weird taste to me. It's so
then
weird.
go find a different alkaline positive water.
Is Evian because I like Evian? Is
I'll have
that
to look.
one?
I'll have to look into it. I don't think so.
I like Evian. I'll drink Evian, Ozarka, Fiji, and like just the gallon distilled waters. As long as it's put in the refrigerator, I can drink that. But Fiji is my preferred. Let me go to chat here.
Yeah,
Aquafina challenge.
you're gonna float away.
I might.
Yeah. And
Timer? I've never heard of that.
yeah, no, it's a good one.
Hadn't heard of it. I've never seen it. I don't think it
Fresh
sounds
squeeze from the
German.
mountain. Absolutely, it is, Icon. Yeah, that is a very sweet water for no sugars. It's sweet, if that
I
makes
got
any sense.
all that water is a scam. I like my water. Man, no.
Well,
no.
Oh no, I got to go with Trumpy Bear there.
Sulfur.
And then
like,
you
there's just so much
ionize it
stuff.
and pH balance it. Nothing better.
I grew up on well water.
Yeah, I know you did. I grew up on fluoridated water, which not only affects your teeth but affects your pineal gland.
Causes that thing right off. I did
Yep.
get into, like, when I was doing the Kundalini meditation, I was all about, opening up that third eye chakra and decalcifying the pineal gland and all that good stuff. And that's one thing kept since then. Like I have never went. I've tried not to go back to fluorinated water. I've tried to really
Yeah,
stay away from it. I've
it's
never really
hard in
had
the
much in
U.S.
my entire life because since I've lived in this town, of course, I'm on city water or whatever, but I've always drank bottled water since I've been here. Like pretty much my whole life has been bottled water or well water.
Well,
Because even since I've lived here, there were houses that I lived in that were well, not city until I bought this house.
yeah,
I bought this house.
like Icon says about good carbonated water.
You boil the water.
Oh yeah, he has to boil his water. I since we live on a boat, we get river water, so we either boil it and or put bleach in the tank.
Yeah,
obviously we don't drink the tank water.
Right.
I have had my pancreas and other organs removed, and it's in the pancreas that bicarbonate is made. So I have to drink carbonated water to get carbonation into my system to process through the colon. Otherwise, I get an obstruction.
Then I'm bringing you a shit ton of carbonated water because I cannot drink it.
I love it. I love it.
Man.
Every time
I like it.
I love it.
Is that sparkling water?
Sparkling water, no sweetener, and a light berry taste is my favorite.
Man,
I'll take anything.
So much. I got like 4 different kinds of it. I'll bring it up with me.
Well, when I started living with staying at my parents more to help them out, Kelly and I kept trying to tell them that she needs carbonated water. Well, we have bottles of water. Yeah, it's not carbonated. And so we ran out of the carbonated water, and they were just astonished that my GI tract just halted. Well, we have 2 choices. You either go buy some carbonated water or we go to the ER. Those are our choices at this point. But carbonation in certain areas, in soda, it's not good. But in carbonated water, it actually helps in digestion.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Kind of like, or is that what seltzer water?
That's seltzer water. Yeah.
Water, I guess that's what it is. Yeah. It's good for tummy aches and everything. Yeah.
Exactly. Because it moves things along.
Yeah.
Is it, I guess, a nice way to put it.
Right. City water has all those mind control and population control drugs in it. You got that right, Trump.
Absolutely. Fluoride.
Well, just look what they're doing to folks in Detroit. Don't think they're not doing something
my God.
all around the world. It may not be. That's fine.
Wait till the convoy hits Detroit. They're already making it a stopping point because of how bad it has become.
The trucker convoy?
Amen, sister.
See, that's why I try to stay away from the news, but it kind of sucks because you don't know, and like 2020, post 2020 is when I got back into watching mainstream news, but I had to turn it back off in 2021 because it was just too stupid. I'm not mature enough to handle the news.
Exactly. I feel you there.
I
can't handle it either.
Mainstream media away because I can't handle it.
Mm-mm.
And I'm pissed everybody off when I tell them how I feel. Because, man, in 2020, I was blinded by Tucker Carlson. Like, I thought he was the most amazing. He's like, I'm just like, he's saying it, y'all. He's saying what everybody's thinking. He's awesome. And then I got really turned off by him because after the insurrection, he called out, Trump supporters and like all these other people for making this happen, for bringing this about. And it's like, look, buddy, you were one of those, because I felt like that's what he was doing.
Well, I watched
for all these hardcores. You know what I mean?
I watched the entire thing. I watched the entire thing live.
The insurrection. Oh yeah.
And I'm sorry, I worked in politics.
That was the most in your face that we had in the whole, even over the C word.
one of my jobs when I ran the day-to-day operations of the labor union was to get press releases to be noticed by the press. And what the press was reporting on that day, it was just mind-numbing.
Oh, it's just like the trucker. I mean, that may be why Lockbeard has been comparing it so much, because it's really like the trucker thing. Just anybody that has to do with anything freedom, it's like they're making them. They're just vilifying them.
They're vilified. Yeah,
horrible.
Well, because you're going against the status quo.
Yeah, and they can't handle it. Get back in line, bitches.
Exactly.
There's a lot of artesian wells around here.
Man,
there are. We have several, and honestly, like I tried some at our artesian well.
You have an artesian well by you?
3, and I've tried one of them, but it didn't taste bad. And I honestly wondered if it was like for real artesian, because JEA, which is our water source,
right,
tank is like right beside it, and I'm just like,
they could have contaminated it.
But no, a lot of people, like, it's known in wise tales around here. Like, people have come from far and wide to drink the artesian water here.
Yes, I'd come down and visit you just to get a jar of artesian.
There's one right over here by Pinson Mounds, which is like,
well, that makes sense.
My house. I know.
Yeah, that makes complete and utter sense. That there would be.
Yeah, very true. Let's see. Wait, I have lost my chat. Where did we get down to?
Icon. Without saying the bad words, yes, I agree with you.
I hope I don't sound like a fire-breathing dragon over here, because I don't have much nose going on. So I hope I'm like breathing all up in the microphone or anything. But my nose isn't cooperating.
No, it has been a rough day. I mean, to the point that I was on the phone with my daughter, and she's like, "Are you sure you don't need a hospital?" I'm fine. Just let me breathe through it. I'll be fine.
Like, it got to the point, like, I went and got her from school. I got home, like, man, I was wondering if we were even going to make it home. And then I forgot to go. Damn, I had to make a deposit at the bank and completely forgot. So I turned around and
I'm sorry.
back to the bank, which, I mean, I only drove like 20 feet out of the way before I realized and turned around. But anyway, I was already headed on a direction. Anyway, had to go do that, and I came home and like, you text me. I forgot about that, and you hollered at me, whatever, and I talked to you, man. I was out after that. That's the last thing I knew. Until a little bit ago, and I was like, oh my God, what time is it? What day is it? What dimension am I in?
Kelly came home from work early and took one look at me and said, "You're going live this evening?" Yeah, I think so. You look like hell.
I mean,
I feel like hell. But yes,
I don't know if
gotta
you
go
can tell,
live.
but I have black circles under my eyes.
Oh, I put a lot of makeup on.
Oh, I have concealer on like a mug, but like you can still tell.
Yeah, it's the low human resonance that we know we have to power through it, because what the universe what the universe is trying to teach us is patience with ourselves. So look, you've said you're going to go live, but we're going to screw with you through the entire thing.
Now that you mentioned that, I feel like so much stuff comes up the day of our lives that tries to pull my joy and like spirit out of it. This morning, I mean, that happened, with my customer. I mean, I didn't.
Oh, you went mute. You're muted, sweetie.
I unplugged my mic.
Oh, there you go.
That situation happened earlier with a customer, and that completely fucking blindsided me. I was like, whoa, which I lost a customer that I kind of wanted to lose, but I still feel bad. But I can't.
Yeah, but you
Can't
already
work
set the
that.
intention out that you were going to lose the customer.
I did, and it was just like I wasn't sad about losing him. I was just sad that he was so upset.
Oh, he was being ornery. Yeah, I read what he said.
I
Yeah,
just felt so bad. Like
I mean,
I
Jesus.
wish it
I
didn't
mean,
have to be that way. Like, I mean, I knew plenty of people. Like, I'm fine with setting my customers that can't fit in anymore. Like, I'm fine with setting them up with someone else. Like, I want to do that.
yeah,
for my
you had
hair.
said
Like,
that in the previous post that look at I have plenty of contacts that are looking to grow their business.
I need to, and it just upset me
Yeah.
that he canceled them because I couldn't cut his hair. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, dude, that's. But honestly, and another reason I was glad to leave, I'm not going to go into that, but he was really bad energy, and like he said a lot of things I didn't agree with. He said things that made me and Rusty uncomfortable about certain people.
Mhm.
And I don't like that. Like, I may joke about somebody and not say it to their face just because I don't want them to think I'm making fun of them, because I'm
Right.
not.
I totally understand that.
But I didn't like that hateful energy, and that was my main intention, was just get this negative energy away from me.
And
That
that's
happened, boom,
and
right
that's
away.
that's the important part. It's the intention.
Yeah.
I want this negative energy away from me.
Yeah.
Do whatever it takes.
Sporadic
Yeah.
stuff like that, because I can't. And my thing is, it's really hard for me to say no, and I had to say no because I could not flip my whole day around. Like, I'm a mom, and that comes first. And sorry, on Fridays I have somewhere I have to be at that time. Is there any other time in this 24-hour day I could possibly cut your hair? No? Okay. Me go to hell? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, then there's someone on this planet that can accommodate your freaking schedule. Find them.
I just couldn't do that.
Oh, I totally get that. I have issues with that myself.
Take your ass on. I don't need your money is what I want to scream. You know what I mean?
Well,
but I don't want to sound like that. But I mean, I don't want to be that type of person, and I'm not that type of person.
You're not by screaming, I don't need your money, take your energy elsewhere. You're actually telling the universe, only send me people that are good for me.
Right.
And so there is nothing wrong with standing up for yourself in the universe.
My customers just gotta be cool. That's my
They
only thing.
gotta be cool, or they gotta step off. I mean, those are their options.
Yeah. I'm just. Oh, it would not hurt my feelings if I got out of hair, because I've pretty much gotten out of hair. I only cut a very select group of people, and pretty much out of hair, except for them. Like, I'm always going to cut them. That's why it's like there's no point in closing my shop, because regardless, I'm always going to cut these people.
Your shop is going to transform into something bigger than just hair cutting. It that will always be there.
Remember back in 20, did we meet in 2019? We did. No?
Yes, yes, we did. We met in 2019.
Before COVID,
and like
that.
In like the fall or winter of 2019. And then I gave you readings while my dad was in the nursing home. I gave you readings from the back of my mom's suit.
The van. Yes. I love that. That was so awesome. I'm like, be real, girl. I love the realness. Love it.
It was that or nothing. Every time you called, there was a story.
And I didn't realize that's what we're like. I just didn't realize that's how the situation was. And when you came on there, I felt kind of bad. I was like,
oh no.
I didn't
I
realize.
it was an excuse to get out of the freaking hospital room.
Right.
It was great. It was perfect. Plus, both my mom in reality and my dad in delirium were just blown away that, wait, someone wants your advice? Why? Why would they want to talk to you?
Oh, I thought you were reading a comment. I'm over
Oh,
here like,
no. I'm sorry.
right. No, right.
But yeah, they were blown away that someone actually wanted to ask my advice. And, oh, food. Kelly's cooking, so he keeps handing me food.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. I wish Bigfoot.
Oh yes, cooking with Sasquatch. We started that on TikTok and YouTube. We got to continue with that.
Is there a show about that? Oh, you're saying we should.
Yeah. Well, I had started one on TikTok that there are some videos of cooking with Sasquatch. He's an amazing chef.
Oh, I get you. I got you. I'm slow, man. I'm slow, especially today.
Oh, don't worry about it. No, we're looking at making it a whole series.
Okay, because that's something like I kind of wanted to do. I had something specific I was originally wanting to do, and then decided not to because, like I already told you about that because I found that one channel that did it so badass that nobody could top.
Yep.
But this is funny. I want to show you something. How we were talking about wish. I'm sitting here just shuffling these cards. I got to show you this.
Yeah.
This is the Moonology deck that I got. I'm about to show you the real Moonology deck, but this is the Moonology deck that I got when I was on a wish spree when I was first discovered wish back in like 2020.
Oh, you gotta love Wish.
It was so horrible. Like everything from there was so horrible. But this is the Moonology deck. This is the backup.
Oh my god, I know I know this deck.
And, but anyway, this is the imagery and the message portion on these.
Okay.
Okay, like that's kind of, and that's the size of them, right? Okay, check this out down here. And now I love the actual Moonology Oracle deck. It's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I'm just
I'm about to fall out of my chair.
Yeah, when
I would have died if I would have done a front flip out of my fucking chair.
Actually, I was hoping for that. That would have been fucking hilarious. Oh, there's the F word again. I'm sorry. I live on a boat. I'm allowed. My goddamn sailor, for God's sakes.
Okay, so this is when I did a reading, this is still on top. When I did a reading about like what should our random live content be on, because I guess Krissi was still trying to control things. I don't know.
Yeah, give that monkey brain.
This is from the Spirit Oracle or Spirit Messages Oracle or something like that. And let me show you the imagery.
Oh, I love it.
That's the imagery on it, and it is give back, and it says, Today is the day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. It is about giving back without any thoughts or expectations of getting anything in return. Reach out and touch other people's spirits, as it's highly likely that someone really needs it today. And I don't know.
You have
like,
no idea.
Yeah.
There are so many people when the Schumann resonance drops like it did today, they're caught off alarm. Yeah, I mean, you and I are, very much so. Yeah, you and I know what our main diagnosis illnesses feel like.
Right.
But if you throw in a low Schumann resonance and
Oh, yeah.
geomagnetic
They are.
storms at the same time,
Yeah.
you're going to feel sick. And your monkey brain has one of two choices. I'm sick, or holy shit, this energy is weird.
Right. And that's the difference in the size of the decks right there.
It is, yeah.
Real cards. But this was the other card that popped out. It's Aries and New Moon, so it's got that new moon. And it says, go for it. Because I had the thought, I was sitting here shuffling these after the first one came out. And I was shuffling these to get a card to go with it. And that popped out as soon as, like, I'm kind of planning the give back thing. And then I'm like, wait a second. Like, I need to ask Laura about that. And then it's like you answered me in spirit immediately because that Aries came out. And it's like, go for it. And it's like,
go for it.
Because you're down for whatever.
Yeah, no, we literally, as the Blues Brothers said, we're on a mission from God.
Right.
And no matter what we do, it's going to point us in the direction that the divine wants us to go.
That's why I'm a partial hermit. Less negativity. Way less. Damn, I feel that, dude. That's seriously, like, me and my immediate family, as in my boyfriend and my daughter, like, we're each other's friends. There's not much outside of us three, like.
No, and that's the same with Kelly and I. I mean,
right.
We're on our boat by ourselves.
If people, like, if y'all live closer, hell yeah, we'd be with y'all all the time. But that's the thing, like, anybody I click with, like, nobody lives here. The people that used to live here, they're not here. And I do have local people, but I mean, they're busy, I'm busy, you know how adult life kind of goes. But I came into this world with no money and will go out with no money. Life is a journey.
Yes.
It really is. It really is. And I mean, I struggled bad. For a while, like, financially, I did, not just for a while, like, and the thing about it is, like, I worked my ass off, but I still financially struggled because it's a lot raising a kid. It just is. And I was single. It made me a better person, though.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't until the doctor finally told me, after telling you for the last 8 years you're terminal. You're not terminal.
Well, good evening.
Yeah, and
he is a fellow. He does YouTube stuff. He's not a tarot.
Hofcast. Well, hello, lady.
Yeah, like I was. Nice to see you here.
Yeah,
nice to see you. He's pretty cool.
Slancha.
You need to subscribe to his channel. I hadn't talked to you because I hadn't talked to you since our last live. But subscribe to him.
I'll subscribe to his channel.
I didn't watch all of it, but I need to go back because last night he had this dude on that was just talking. And it's like, damn. Like, he was out there with his truth. And, like, I love hearing people like that because it helps me stand in my own truth.
Well,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean? In the face of naysayers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
And that's the hardest thing for me is really standing in my truth because I do lean towards that logical thinking, you know, and it hinders.
It does. It hinders it, and that's where I come from. You know, I appreciate
that so much. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, sweetie. How fast? You know, I struggle with. I understand the casual body and the needing it to be healed, but getting the monkey brain to cooperate is a totally different element.
And that's what I really have to let go of. And as we were talking about earlier, like, I'm all air signs through and through, which is like the logical, rational, and while Libras are like super intuitive, they're also just very practical.
Yeah.
Very left brain or right brain.
Right brain.
Naturally, right. And sometimes it's hard to rise above, especially with Gemini and Aquarius backing it up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But the area the Libra brain adjusts to new information so much quicker than most other of the signs.
Right. Well, we're supposed to cut through the bullshit with our sort of truth, but
Exactly.
that can be hard. Like, and that's what I really try to step into today, because I want to tell you about this. Like 11s and 1s have been recurring. We've already talked about that for quite some time at this point. But like it hit me, trying to really step into that Libra energy today, just as the Justice card being the card for Libra, the 11, and it being the 11th, like that hit me. And as this is hitting me, I look pan to my right, and the clock says 11:11, and it's like, holy shit!
Holy shit!
And I'm just like, yes, that's what Spirit wants me to do, is really stand in my truth. And it's like, who gives a damn what other people say? Like, and that's why I feel kind of disappointed in myself, because I was reaching out, even today, reaching out for other people's opinions on my videos. And it's like, if anyone's gonna figure it out, if anybody's gonna pick it apart, it's gonna be me. Because one thing I'm scared of is looking like a complete dumbass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I want to make sure I can rule out as many natural possibilities. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately,
I'm not a hoaxer. I'm not a bullshitter, because I have that Libra energy. Like, I'm all.
No, you really do have the Libra energy, but unfortunately, in today's social media, that just doesn't matter. But
I don't think people recognize it because they don't understand it. Not all people.
Exactly.
But a lot of people who try to almost seem enlightened today, it's like they know, and you know it too in your spirit, you know?
If it resonates with you, it's for you. Which means when you see that on social media, when someone says, does this resonate with you? Does it affect your core, your higher self, to the point that you want to make changes?
Right.
Is what that question is asking.
Yeah. And I do, and I'm trying, and it's something that's hard to do.
Oh,
but I think I know I can.
Incredibly hard.
I know I can. I just really have to stay focused, and it goes back to going back to base camp and really touching base with spirit and being in touch with spirit. And it's hard work, and it's a lot of work. And I think that's what a lot of people, that's why it's hard to walk a spiritual path. Because if you're going to do it right, it takes all you got. It takes all you got.
Oh,
and that's why, like, this tarot tube channel helps me, because that's constantly staying in connection with spirit. Because when I'm in my cards and because I'm constantly connecting with spirit, you know what I mean? To do those.
Oh, yeah.
And it just all falls in place. And that's why the synchronicity is like, they're just going off the chain, because I'm connecting with spirit pretty much, especially this week.
And the reason is you're in what is called an alpha state. You're not only accepting the readings, you're sending out.
I'm listening to you because I have the TV in there when I have to take my 2-minute breaks, but I'm 2 liters in 2 hours right now.
But the alpha state
I gotta go
tells
take a
you that.
2-minute break.
Oh, I get you. The alpha state tells you that you are in the perfect resonance for oracle divination, which means if you want to know which way to turn when you get to the fork road, whether it's right or left, at this point, they will tell you, if that makes any sense. I'm just looking at these comments. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hugh. I truly appreciate it. I've been honing my skill to tap into the collective, and not just myself, for a while now. And you're seeing the results. So, anyone else have any other comments? All of this, it goes back to tapping into the Akashic Records. And anyone is able to do that, no matter what you're told in social media. Everyone is innately able to do that. Hey, you're back. Hey, sweetie. Oh, your audio's off.
Still muted.
There
That
you
is
go.
so sweet for Mr. Hugh. Did you see that? That's so
Oh,
sweet, Mr. Hugh. She really is like
Mr. Hugh, I did
Lara
not
is something
see that.
special. She is something special.
I
She
try
really
to bless
is.
everyone that I come with the most positive energy I have at the time.
She has super, super good energy. I love her to death.
I work on it. You know, if you're gonna teach people how to do it, you better work on it yourself.
I think you'd be a natural at it regardless.
I
She's
thank
just
you.
a good person.
I try to be.
Every
I
way.
try to be. I mean, just don't cross me.
Right. She is an Aries at the end of the
I
day.
am an
I may be
Aries.
a Libra, but she's an Aries. So
Don't
that's
cross me.
don't mess with her.
Yeah,
My
ask my
Aries friend will
ex-husband.
get me if you
Yeah,
mess with her.
yeah. Ask my ex-husband what will happen. You can't.
Krissi,
Yes.
I'll disappoint you like Tucker Carlson did. He
Thank
He's
you.
pretty on point with things. Like you've got to check that dude
Yeah,
out.
Trumpy Bear and Mr. Hugh. Thank you. Yes. You got to plow through the insanity that is modern media.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I've really gotten into YouTube, because that's the common sense people. That's where they're at. I mean, you got a lot of crazy on YouTube too, a lot, but there's a lot of people like speaking so much truth right now, especially through the lives. I'm so glad that I've discovered them.
Oh yes,
addicted. It's quite sad.
Yeah, and yes, yes, I am your sister Aries, Mr. Hughes. That is absolutely correct.
We should do. I was gonna do a reading. I've never tried to do a reading live. I was wondering how that would kind of work out if we wanted to dabble in that tonight. Like, I just don't feel like we. Do we have enough people to pull cards for? But these people want their cards pulled. Something tells me they wouldn't. But if y'all do, oh man.
Well, you go
watching. Y'all even believe in tarot cards or any? Well, we know Mr. Hugh does.
Oh yeah.
Well, else, like, what is y'all's view on them? I want to know, like, what is? And you're not gonna offend me. I don't care. What's y'all's opinion on tarot cards? Or y'all just then because we're talking? which is fine too. I mean, I don't care. I love that y'all are here. I love all y'all. So it's
Oh,
a good one.
absolutely. And as I do have to be getting going, between my dogs needing walking and my gut needing emptying,
Right.
let me
We did a long one. How long did
I
we do tonight?
know. What are we at?
Almost 3 hours. You want to do a
Oh.
even 3?
Sure.
Feels like we've only really been here an hour. Is what's
I
sad. Like,
know,
this
I
is really
know.
goofy.
I got Sasquatch mumbling in the background, so
I understand. I understand 100%. Like I'm glad my energy did kind of shorten out.
yeah, I've got it. Unfortunately, the Schumann resonance is recorded in both Arizona and in somewhere in the tundra, like Russia and that. So you don't get updates right away, but earlier today it was at a 4, but it was supposed to go up, and
Please go up.
that plays a major effect in everything.
I think it's supposed to be cold tomorrow, which sucks because like warmed up and now it's supposed to drop back off cold. And I think it's supposed to warm back up next week. So it's like,
yeah,
nice roller coaster. Fun.
Yeah, same weather here in Missouri.
Oh, I had a card fly out. Lighten up. Word on the bottom. Lighten up, everybody. We have been kind of like, usually I think it's just because I'm tired and I have that headache, but I'm usually pretty light.
The Schumann resonance will screw with you entirely. So
let me get this card down here.
Let's see what I got. Oh. Oh, well,
What'd you get?
6 of Spears.
Oh, yes. And there is a lot of 6 of Wands energy in here for you. You got the shout out from Mr. Q, because that's who you are, girl. That is 100% who you are. I love that came out. I felt like that was for you.
That was. Let's see. Let me pull it up. According to the book, because my brain no longer comprehends books, a deserved victory, accolades, resolution of a problem, success achieved by hard work and careful planning. Yeah,
that
sounds right.
Speaking to you because it is an accolades type thing, and like everybody's recognizing you because how he's riding in on the horse in that card.
Yeah,
all eyes on him, and that's your energy kind of walking through the room, and it's coming in with the wands. You know what I mean? And it's like all eyes on me for the right reasons. For 100%,
I love it.
Right reasons. It's the hard work that you put in with your spiritual. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
With your spiritual work, that's not easy. How we were just talking about, like that shit's not easy, and you do kind of stay really up on it, and I'm proud of you because that takes.
Well, I do appreciate it, and that's
why
that's why I teach
you.
Yeah,
I'll pull a card for Hugh, and you pull a card for Hugh. I'm going to show you what popped out for me just a second ago. The card retrieval from the floor. It is last quarter moon in Taurus. So, and I was just thinking, like, we did a 3-hour live, like, and it didn't seem like nothing for me. You know what I mean?
No,
because
it didn't.
Anxiety is usually a bitch because I'm like, you know?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Proud to be yourself. Amen, sister.
Be proud of yourself. And the thing about that is, like, I'm all about giving anybody else, like, I will be a fangirl and a hot girl all day for somebody else, but me?
Oh, hell no.
I don't even get an attaboy for me. You know, like I never Just don't do that. But yeah,
It's high time you and
you
I
want to
got the
both pull
accolades.
from the
I see the
Arthurian
Arthurian
legend.
deck. Yeah,
You want us to
I
both
know
pull
that. I
from it?
know the back of that card.
Let's pull one for Mr. Hugh. Let's pull him
Okay.
from this deck, both of us. If I can find the rest of my deck. 1 second. That's down here. I got it. See, look how much energy is stored in these cards.
Oh, I know,
Look at
right?
this. Look how thick that deck is. That sounds really bad.
Winds of War.
Ooh, is that his card?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what I got.
Prepare for the future is what it's saying. Embrace your present reality and make it in the future as you want it to be.
Wow.
Holy shit. Really?
Yeah. I am. Hello, Spirit. Welcome.
No.
Oh my God. Okay. Did you pull? No, you got Temperance this morning.
I got
didn't you?
Temperance.
Okay. I
Yeah.
saw the Chalice and I'm like, wait a second. Isn't that the card from this morning? But it wasn't. You got Temperance. I was like, okay, Spirit got it again. But Spirit didn't pull through on that one. But the Empress. Like
Oh, I like the Empress.
I'm getting one for you. I'm getting them shuffled up. And sometimes like I get distracted by the cut cards on the bottom.
Oh, I get you on that.
When they're speaking, you know. But let's pull you one. Let's pull you one. All right. All right, Mr. Hugh. Let me get up here, sir. I'm coming. Okay. I'm here. Let's do this. And I'm pulling from the Arthurian legend, the same deck that she just pulled through. This is my favorite deck. And one just popped out. And I go by meaning and book meanings, but I use a little bit of both.
Absolutely.
Of intuitive and I mean everybody does. Every reader does. Laura does too.
Yeah.
Ace of Wands is the energy.
Nice.
And I always consider this is the most as far as the aces go, the Ace of Wands is the most promising ace in the deck.
Oh, it is.
Like,
yeah.
You got the Death card, which is everybody's like, oh, the Death card, but it's really more like sometimes it can be an upgrade. It's just a change in cycle. And I feel like with that Ace of Wands energy on the bottom, that's just more confirmation of that. I don't think it's a negative thing whatsoever with this. Like, this is a powerful ace. I think, honestly, the Ace of Wands is one of the most powerful.
Yeah.
Because Wands deals
with
spirit. And it says spears in this deck, but that's also the Wands deck.
Yeah.
And it's your spiritual ace. Like, that's your spirit. Like, I don't know what you got going on in your life at the current, but kind of see I'm pulling through something. Like, it may be some sort of a shift. Oh my God. This popped out and I have not looked at it till now. Like, I caught it between my legs. You're gonna, like, this is spirit. I swear to
God. Major shift coming.
This is the card she just pulled.
Yep.
Just a second ago.
It is.
That's the Six of Spears. That's the King run through. Let me pull you another one. Like, I just feel like, or maybe like that's why I got this card on the bottom.
Yeah.
And why I showed this card first before looking at that, because that does give me a clear reading.
A clear vision of what is coming in the future. Yeah.
But we'll pull. Actually, you know what? Because this is what I like to do. I like to use my oracle cards with my tarot. So,
oh, yeah.
All right. I'm going to let you choose, Mr. Hugh. Let's see. I have, and Lara's still going to pull you in, but I have the Moonology and Spirit Messages. I'm going to pull you an Oracle card as well. Butterflies or moons, Mr. Q?
Yeah.
He'll tell me when it sees it. If one pops out before
Yeah.
it, I would pass that. He wants you to read it real quick.
Sorry.
She's gonna pull regular tarot for you.
Yeah,
again.
yeah. I'll pull regular tarot. The Hanged Man. Which means you're at an impasse. Let's see. Is this the right? No, sorry. Grab the wrong book. Hanged Man. Restriction, stagnation, a drain of energy and resources. So you are allowing something in your living life, your factual life, to drain your spirit life. If that makes any sense, let me know. You're allowing your spirit to be drained through experiences in your physical. And that has to stop for you to achieve the spiritual you wish. If that makes any sense.
Those are two powerful cards to get back
Oh,
to back.
oh, yeah.
And like, there's definitely, I feel like either a decision or, I don't know, like the Hangman can look like a scary card, especially in this deck. Like that, the Death and the Hangman look like kind of scary cards. But it's really not that scary. Like, even if you have to meditate on something and really take your time to make a decision about something, take your time, but just be careful not to stay in the energy of the Hangman.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. That's the...
Experience it and then pass it on. They're there to teach you a reason, but a lesson, but don't stay there in the energy of the Hangman.
Because life is all about cycles. It is. Some are good, some are bad, and just because it's the Death card doesn't even mean it's anything bad. It's just representative of a cycle.
That's a gatekeeper saying, "Hey,
I think he knows cards too, though. I keep forgetting that he knows cards.
I think he does.
We had another comment. I'm not paying attention. I'm really bad. I don't know much about tarot, but I find it intriguing. Awesome.
Yeah.
Even if you don't get into it, but it's fun just to get a deck, find a deck that calls to you and just sit with them, because there's a lot of people who are like supernatural readers. Like I've known people like this, and I wouldn't consider myself necessarily one of these people. I wish I would have been. But some people will pick up a deck and just, they've been reading their entire lives. It's insane. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, it really is.
Just the fact that you're open and intrigued, I would say, buy a deck. That may be leading you and calling you somewhere.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of guy YouTuber or guy tarot tubers and regular. I've had a lot of guys read my cards in real life, and I've seen guy YouTubers too who read cards, but a lot of dudes in person. I understand. Let them pull you a card. I'm too scared to. Trumpy Bear, you're such a baby. Good God.
Yeah, there's nothing to be scared of. Nobody
I'm
is.
scared too. Y'all are funny. Y'all are such scary cats. Scaredy bears. Scaredy bears. Grumpy bear, I don't think there's a hanged bear card. You should be good.
You never know. I mean, I am now on a personal quest to find a hanged bear card.
You know what? I
There's-
don't think that bears do show up in a lot of cards, and you would almost think there'd be a bear in this deck. Isn't it kind of
Yeah,
weird?
you
There's not a
would.
bear in this deck. Nowhere in imagery, anywhere in this deck, is there a bear?
Especially if you know what the word Arthur means.
It's just insane. You would think. Oh, wait. I think there actually is a king that has an emblem of a bear on here. There's a bear.
Maybe one.
But a subtle bear. Yes.
Mordred, I believe, does.
There's
But
somebody. Yeah, but nothing like not a big one.
no, it's very subtle.
There's nothing to be scared in a reading. That's right. That's right. I forget that you know tarot and you're into it. I forget. Gotcha. Sometimes, like, I get bad about, like, I try to explain it. I don't know.
No, I get you.
You know what I mean? Like, I go in too much.
You explain it to the normies, and then you screw it up for your own brain.
Yeah, I forget that he has like experience with it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, like, I mean, Trumpy Bear over here, I'm scared. I'm scared.
So who is this?
They don't believe. They don't believe.
So Hofcast is daring a card, huh?
I don't want to see a bearskin rug.
I get that.
I ain't scared of no bears. I ain't no killer. Man, you sound like Lockbeard, like accusing me of trying to murder Sasquatch. Like, I ain't trying to kill him. I just want to see him. Damn. What do you call it, hunting for Sasquatch? Like, I didn't mean like literally hunt the mug down and try to.
Yeah, just want to meet him. I mean, Jesus Christ. So yeah, there we go for Hofcat. All right.
Okay. Let's do it.
Page of Spears.
Hang on, I had one pop out that quick. The Hermits.
Yeah, that goes in line. If I can find the book of. There we go. So the Page of Spears, an enthusiastic.
Okay. You're amongst friends. Sorry, I didn't realize.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
The enthusiastic young supporter, arrival of good news, stimulating conversation, intellectual development, an excitable, positive friend.
And with the Page of Wands too coming in, like that's really fast moving energy, especially like the young, like pages are represented as kind of young, youthful energy. And with the paired fire of the wands, that's what the element that, and it pertains mainly to spirituality. So it's very fast moving energy, like fast moving. Because she pulled that one, and I have the Hermit over here, and it's number 9 in the tarot, and it's a major arcana card.
Yes,
and it means like going within self, and really doing some
major shadow work.
And I feel like that. I don't know. And it could be because you are this fellow YouTuber and you're out there speaking all this truth. Like, that's really what I see embodied. And you're kind of a young dude. I'm pretty sure you're probably younger. I don't know. May not be. I'm bad at guessing age, but younger than me. So that could be the youthful energy. But I could
younger than you. Wait. Hold up. You think I'm younger than you?
Me? You? I was talking about Hofcast.
Hofcast. Okay, yeah, okay.
I was talking about like his like what I was feeling from his cards, because if you go back and watch his some of his lives, like I've caught a few of them, not a whole lot of them, but like 3 or 4 now, I think. I don't know, but not just he's funny as fuck, dude. You
Oh,
know what
yeah,
I
he
mean?
is.
And he lightens the mood a lot. But go check out some of his stuff, and I think like I just feel like him really invoking that kind of energy, and that he's on the right path because he has that youthful, vibrant, like Page of Wands fire in him. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
yeah.
that playfulness that comes with your pages. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And he is a truth bringer, but he does it in a very playful way.
Absolutely.
And
I would fully agree.
he believes in the stuff he is preaching. Like he has went within and he has dealt with what do I truly believe, and he is bringing what he believes to be truth, which is truth, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Another page on the bottom of the deck, bringing that youthful aura.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Playful. I like it a lot. I love this deck. I'm dropping all my cards.
Well, sweetie, I am
not far off. Thanks, Lara.
I'm
crazy how accurate. You think so? Are you messing with? Are you trolling me? Or
oh,
are you
no. You're hitting it again. You're hitting it good. You're hitting it very, very.
I would have
honestly.
you ladies on an episode of Podcast if you ever want to come on. For sure.
Absolutely.
Sure. I'll reach out if you have an email on your YouTube. I'll reach out to you if you want me to. But yeah, we'd be totally interested.
Absolutely. That'd be great.
And we'll talk more about it and kind of more like if you want us to read cards or
yeah.
But y'all, Lara has to go, and Lara,
and
anytime I'm doing a live, you're welcome to go at any time. Don't feel bad for being like, hey, I gotta go, because there will be days that happen for me. But y'all tune in because we are gonna make this a regular thing. We are Wednesdays and Saturdays at 7 p.m. and then Fridays, man, just be watching because we could go live at any time.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be noon, it could be morning, it could be night. Fridays are gonna be random in hell. Y'all may get lucky and get 2. Who knows? It just depends. Right. I'm letting spirit come through on this channel and just take over and do whatever it feels is right.
Amen, sister. Blessed be.
Bye. If you're
bye, sweetie. I'll talk to you in the morning.
Okay, sounds good. Have a good night. Bye,
you
Kelly.
Too,
y'all both have a good night.
You too. You and Rusty too. Talk to you soon.
All right, thanks. All right, great show. Thanks again. No problem. And he says, I have an email, and almost every episode